Okay. So, what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna turn off desktop audio. What we're gonna do now is I wanna see what Maya's up to. In the meantime, we're gonna play some music, play some jams. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do music for this. I might have to play non-copyright music underneath because my desktop audio, I need it. So shit. So I'm gonna go see what she's doing real quick. I saw she was doing some. Okay, before we do that though, I want to see, this is gonna be I have to set all of this up. I have to set all of this up just so you guys are aware. It's not quite ready. Do we have submissions for a background? I like Keitharin, strong choice. Hold on, let me show these. That's strong. This is a strong choice. What is this? That's good. And in space, simply. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. So what we're doing is I want to pick one of these to be our background. I think the Zelda one is pertinent to what she's doing right now. But this is, this is going to be super zoomed in. This is one of them. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, so this is one. Here's the next one. It's very small. We have this. I'm not sure where we are. Or we have simply just in the stratosphere. So this one might be too small to use, actually. And this one we can get by, but it's going to be really low quality. How are we feeling? Space Ghost? This? This one? It's so crusty. It is very crusty. That is a very crusty. Okay, we could do that one. But just so you know, I do have to set some stuff up. Let me message her actually and see what we can do here. One sec. Maybe we'll do both. We'll do both and see what she says. You down to... What are the noises I'm hearing in the background? Oh, it's Maya's stream. Or no, it's not. It's a song. Okay. I was... Okay. I'm gonna see what she says. And then we're gonna start kind of setting up, I guess. I'm gonna set up on my end, and you guys can play music and have a good time. Does that sound good? What's the next song? God fucking damn it. Why? I wasn't expecting it to be this. Sorry, I'm fixing my shorts. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't want this song. I don't want it right now. God damn it. I'm gonna have to move this over. This is what happens when I do a 24-hour stream, is you have to like sit and watch me like set everything up. Oh, that's not what I need to do, actually. I need to put it on a different screen. I'm glad you guys are having fun. What do I want to do? Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba.
This is how the sausage is made.
This is how sausage is made? What if I do this? Hi! Hi! Okay, I need to be like this. I wonder if I have... New submission? Let me see it. I've never used OBS Ninja before, so I'm gonna try to use it. This is a really good song, by the way. I really like this. I'm just trying to like... I have never used OBS Ninja before. So I'm very curious to see... Oh, it's Video Ninja? I have to set up like a whole... Oh my god. Um... I don't know how this works. Um... I don't know what any of this means. I don't know how to set this up, but... What the fuck is this? What is this? How do I do this? My god. This is crazy. I'm curious to see what happens when I just send it to her. I don't know if this is gonna work. But this is, yeah. This is just how it works, though. This is how it's gonna have to happen. So good. Daddy Butter put this on. Very good. I have no clue how this is gonna work. But I guess I could call her. Is it just me setting stuff up? Hold on. That is a commercial. Hold on. Oh, I see her. I see her, but how? What do I do with her? I see her. I see her right now. So, and then I add it as like a browser source, I think. She doesn't know! She doesn't know! Bye! Wait, I'm gonna have to reset this up. I'm gonna have to reset this up. I'm gonna mute her and I'm gonna hide her. Just for now. She needs to set up her green screen. That bitch. She's... Clips. What do I want to... What was in submissions? What's the new one? Oh, that's cute. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna save the ones that I'm liking so far. Background 1. Open. Oh no. Oh, radio. I need radio in a second. Background 3 and background 4. I'm just gonna throw all of them into this. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm not able to read you right now because I've just pulled up so much shit. What? Ah! What? Here's one. God, this image is fucking huge. It's fucking huge. Because that's one. Hold on. Oh shit, I did the same one again. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do... It's not letting me. Damn. Where did it go? Please let me open this. Thank you. I don't think the link one is working. I think it's a WebMP file. I don't know why it's not working. I see her. She's setting up a green screen right now. Oh, I love that. Oh my god, Zed. I love this one. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Okay, you guys are gonna see. This is so cute. Hold on. Ah, scroll. I'm sitting. I'm gonna sit on this couch. Wait! I can't, like, do the whole image. There's, like, there's gonna be bars. And we're in space. And we're in space. This is me sitting on my couch. Hi, queens. Okay. It's just too, like, it's not the right size. But I like it. I like it. It's just not the right size, unfortunately. Oh, and this one's gonna be too small. Oh my god. Unless you have a wider version of that. This is us sitting on the couch. Okay. Okay. Throw all of them in there? Dude, there's just too much. I'm gonna put this one in and then move it down. I just want to see this one, and I'm gonna show her all the different ones. Oh, it's not the right size either. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Anyway. Dude, B, that's so funny. All right. We're gonna have to move a lot of stuff around, and then I'm gonna have to use a bunch of different things to make this work, and that's cool. So we have this one, we have this one, this one. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. Hi, I'm new. Call me Duck. A duck stole my carpet, and my pronouns are they, them. Let's go, dude. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm still setting everything up. And I have to check on what Maya is saying. This looks fine. You like it? Do you like it? This is my podcast. I need radio though. Brother. Okay, that's fine. And then let me see what Maya's up to. Maya, my queen. Maya. Maya. I'm gonna have to open her stream and see what she's doing. I just opened a a new window, and I typed in Maya as if that's gonna make me find her. What? Is she ready? Does anyone know? Okay, checking her. She's here. But she's setting up her stuff. Okay. Okay, so she says she's good. I'm barely there. I'm barely there. If someone could let the Discord know we're moving on to the next section. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I have her in the control room. I'm gonna call her. Pick up! Pick up! Pick up! Pick up! Somebody tell her!
Oh my god, hello?
Hi!
Hi,
Okay.
Stinky, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm how many hours in, guys? I'm not even that far in. Let's be real.
Oh yeah?
I'm... Help me? Anyone? Can someone tell me how long? I'm 5 hours in.
Whoa! 5! Wow, you've been live for such a long time.
Yeah?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We just hit 200 hours just now, literally.
That's absurd. That's fucking scary.
Nice job, gentlemen.
I'm
Good
gonna
shit.
put your browser on. There you are. So you're sharing everything, which is fine.
Oh god, no, it isn't here. This might be a little bit cleaner.
I'm gonna put a filter on you. Hold on,
You're doing the
this is really
chroma.
funny.
You're doing the chroma filter, right?
Yeah, I'm going to. I
Okay.
need to get it from mine first. This is funny.
I want the uptime. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, it's in my source mirror. There
I
we
can't
go.
believe we had 200 hours. Good job, gentlemen. Good
That's
job. Shit.
fucking insane. I've been popping to your stream.
I know you have.
Yeah, because I've
over
been,
the
like,
past week and a
prepping.
half. Yeah.
I've been like, holy shit, I'm gonna die. What is she doing?
I've just been chilling. At least I've been sleeping. You know, it's hard. I did a 24-hour stream too, and that shit was way harder than doing a subathon where you get to sleep and
I'm
relax.
sleeping.
Oh, you're sleeping.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah. You say, oh no.
little baby, little
Hey,
tiny
man.
baby.
It's a good opportunity to show off Pancake. Also, why? I'm wondering why your quality is so low. And I'm curious if that's me.
I mean, it looks good on my end, but I can maybe finagle with the settings.
Hold on. Maybe you're just the wrong size, and I just need to make you bigger. But
I'm the wrong size?
Yeah, sure.
Me?
That's auto frame. Ah! I just auto framed you instead of
Nice.
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 That's not at all what I wanted, but I could auto frame you, I guess. That's not what I wanted. I clicked on the other thing. Anyway, so this whole section has been just me figuring out how to set stuff up live because I'm very bad at it. I'm very bad at setting stuff up while live.
It takes way too long, and you know what people have been saying about my subathon? They've been calling it a be right back-a-thon, and I want to kill myself.
That's really funny though.
I want to kill myself. It's so fucking mean.
It's so funny though.
It's so mean.
Hey, look at you though. You look great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm
I'm actively trying to set up this monitor to look a little bit better. That's not what I meant to send. Oh god, everything's freaked the fuck out. Hold on. I'm just trying to grab.
This is do you like the setup here?
I don't actually see your setup. I can pull it up on stream though. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna play some music under this, I guess. Relaxing vibes. Tunes.
Where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
Sorry, boys. Give me a second.
You guys like this music?
Titties.
So, we have.
Oh my god! I finally have your stream pulled up. I love that.
You like it? So,
yeah.
Well, we have different backgrounds. We have this other one. We got.
Oh,
just like
you're crushing it.
We have space where we are in space. There's a lot going on here. So, let me get chat up as well. There you guys are. So how's it been going? You've been going for so long. It's been insane.
It's been 200 hours and it's still going. Yeah, it's been good though. I've been having a lot of fun. I feel like it's one of those
unicorn with the
it's one of those things that's it's gonna suck when it's over because it's like, what do I even do with my life now? That's how my last one was too. So
hey, you know what? Thank you, Maya Danny, for the 15 months. Who's this bitch in the ponytail? I don't know.
What the fuck, bro? That's so rude. Damn.
Oh my god.
All right, sorry.
No worries. So I told you earlier that we were going to be watching a movie. Then I realized that I don't want to get us both DMCA.
Wow. Okay.
And so I said nay to that. And then I decided I wanted to do cringe. And then I was like, that's basic and boring because I want to do more with you, Maya.
Fair.
I want more than that. And something that I remembered was that I popped into your stream one time and you were screaming. And you know why? And this is what got me hooked.
I'm scared.
Were saying that Britney Spears is CGI.
Oh Jesus!
And
not
you know
this.
what? I'm serious though when I say this. I absolutely adore your takes. I think they're such a great perspective and something I would never normally hear. And what I want to talk to you about, I love that you have emotes going underneath you.
Oh. I can stop that. I can stop it. Stop it.
It's really funny and you should keep it. I really want to talk to you today about maybe some hot takes, but not only that, I want to talk to you about conspiracy theories because I want to know your thoughts on things and I want to give you my thoughts on things.
Okay, I would
and
love to do that. That's awesome.
And now there's asses in your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cute. Give me one
Thank you.
second. I'm gonna change the
good?
title. So this
Yeah,
is
sure.
going to be a little podcast, and then also cringe if you still want to do that. Jesus Christ, dude, I love this. This is so funny. I wanted to do cringe still if you want to, but most importantly, this is the Hot Takes Only podcast. It's a conspiracy podcast, and it's with my favorite streamer, me.
She's like, "Hell on up to yeah, damn it."
So, I wanted to start off just by I just wanted to talk a little bit more about this. Also, real quick, if the music is too loud, let me know. But I wanted to go over just a little bit of why that started and what happened, because I was just sitting there the whole time hoping is she gonna talk more about it? Please, dear God, I hope she's gonna talk more about it. I want to know more. Also,
You're talking about the Britney Spears thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about it. To be honest, I haven't even I'm not fully in the rabbit hole. I saw something and I was like, okay, that's damning. What
Right.
the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And but other than that, I'm not I don't know the details and the specifics.
Right.
And I would have talked about it more. But there were people being like, stop, do not, don't even get into this right now. It's a whole thing. I'm like,
Is
I
it
didn't realize that I
a
was
whole that's crazy.
Yeah, I guess people are all kind of up in arms about it, which I find amazing. I love it. But have you seen do you know some of the stuff? You've seen some of the stuff?
I saw the clip you were watching where you were like, her eye, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, wait, hold on. No, hold on. And I was like, this is really interesting, because I love hearing about conspiracy theories. I love that, and I think you are the one I want to talk to the most about them, because I just love your thoughts on these things. I think they're fun. I think they're very fun.
Yay! Thank you. I'm
it.
what they call a believer. Okay.
Yeah.
There was the whole dragons thing. There, that.
Right. And I
it's-
think, honestly, can I just say, not the worst take. Not the worst take.
Even paleontologists say that they can't prove that dragons didn't exist. If they say that, then I'm not going to listen to some ding dongs on the internet with their actually they couldn't have existed because be a paleontologist first and then talk to me, loser. Stinky.
Do you also mean, okay, so you mean breathing fire specifically, or not? Or not?
So. Okay, so there's this thing with dragons, right?
Mhm.
Okay, where it's oh, they can breathe fire, which is scrolled on many ancient old texts of different myths and mythos and whatever but in all these different places show a fire breathing creature of some kind, right? Which is kind of fascinating. But what my argument for that was not necessarily, I think that there were dragons that could breathe fire. It was that it's a possibility because dinosaurs existed for who knows how many fucking years. We have a bunch of their bones, but we don't actually have all of their organs. We don't know what their organs were capable of producing or making. And there are things that exist in life right now, the bombardier beetle, for example, which can chemically mix two compounds in its body to spew a very hot liquid at its enemy.
Oh.
So that's not fire, right? And it's a possibility that maybe there was a dinosaur. Think about Jurassic Park. They had the Dilophosaur do the whole frilled neck thing and spit acid.
Yeah.
That might not. I mean, that isn't real. That didn't actually happen. That wasn't
It wasn't
That
real?
was an actual. No,
Yo,
no,
let her
Jurassic Park. There's no, as far as we know, there's no dinosaurs that could do shit like that. But we don't know for a fact. I know. Doesn't it seem like a thing that actually was a thing?
Mm-hmm. I would say, because I was about to say, isn't this a thing that exists? And then you just said it doesn't, and I was like,
No. No. Yeah, no, it was completely made up. And but
sucks.
people think. I know, right? It seems right, but regardless, my argument was, if it's possible that there is a creature or multiple creatures on this earth today that, yes, while it's a bug, could go ahead and, you know, combine whatever gas is in its body to make that liquid shoot out, or gases, compounds, whatever, maybe it could have been a possibility. So maybe it wasn't fire necessarily that a dragon could breathe out, but maybe it was something else. Maybe it was some other sort of compound that when mixed together they could like spray or spew, or maybe it was fire, because that'd be fucking sick. That'd be so fucking. That'd
Maybe
be
it
fucking
was fire,
dope.
though.
Maybe it was.
Because like I've seen like acid, you know what I mean? Like acid, organ. Yeah, someone saying organ shootout, flammable liquid from mouth, something, teeth scrape to make spark equals fire.
It's just that easy.
I love that.
It's just that easy.
It really is. It really is. So simple. So simple. Give me like one hot second.
Yep.
Zed, I want you to send me just the top of this. I want the girl keep gate light. Can you just send me that? Thank you. That's it. Anyway, so I'm not like, since it's kind of like, honestly, the way that people saw dinosaurs and then they were like, oh, by the way, they might have just looked like giant chickens. It's like, it's so hard to like know like what's going on, that it's like,
absolutely,
I'm open to whatever. I'm open to see the sights. You know what I mean? If something happens, I'm open to it. I'm not gonna say it's like not a real thing. Oh, perfect. I have it.
I'm very much on the I like to keep an open mind into anything is possible. Anything could technically exist, as opposed to saying like, no, that's not possible. Because think about how, you know, people didn't know that the earth was round and that it was a sphere. People thought that it was flat, and people didn't think that you could go to the moon, and people didn't know what the stars were, and like so many things that we've figured out through time that we've gotten to know, but I don't think we were there yet with everything that we know.
Right. So how do you feel about like Bigfoot? Like, what's your thoughts? Like hot or like?
Oh, 100%. I'm engaged to him. So that's kind of crazy.
Right.
So I lived in Washington for like 3.5 years, and it's like the state to go to if you want to like see Bigfoot. There's you know, all these different like tours you can go on, and they even have like an entire like crew to like go out and spot them, and it's like a whole thing that you can like go out and do. But I don't think that there's actually a Bigfoot. I
feel like we would have found it by now. Bigfoot, right?
Yeah.
We've burned down so many fucking forests. We've done so much garbage shit. I feel like at this point he would have been somewhere.
Yeah, like I think that over time it's become more and more of like a fun just like thing to be in on, but not necessarily something that's actually real. I back before, you know, satellite and infrared and all that kind of shit existed, I think it would be, you know, it's you know, oh, is that the missing link? Is that what Bigfoot is? Is he the you know, the last one or whatever? But there's no shot. I don't think so, personally.
I feel that. Well, okay, here's the thing. I think there's such a potential for some crazy shit to be at the bottom of the ocean. Like skeletons of, I mean, even fucking dragons, I guess, maybe. I don't know, some weird shit. I feel like some weird shit has died, is at the bottom of the ocean. And then on top of that, there's like really fucked up weird creatures down there that could be like, I don't know, like even crazier monsters that maybe we would have had in fiction.
Sorry.
What?
Yes.
Like a kraken.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I completely agree. I think that there's probably, I mean, considering the level of the ocean that we don't know yet, and I used to study this. I was gonna try, very much try, to be a marine biologist when I was younger. I was in like marine biology in high school, and I was going to go to Florida Tech University to study, but they required a 4-year like prerequisite, and since I lived in Arizona at the time, it was like for studying marine biology, it just did not mix. But I was even now I love the ocean. I love the idea of scuba diving. I've never done it myself. I don't know if I can technically, but it's like a whole thing. But like I've done so much research about like megalodons as well as yeah, like other like ancient dinosaurs or other creatures that used to live in the ocean but no longer do now, or maybe still do but below like an ocean floor or something. Like, there's so many different theories about like the pressure and that the floor of the ocean isn't actually the floor of the ocean. You heard about that one?
What else would it be?
So there's like this theory that the floor of the ocean is only like a shell essentially, and then underneath the floor that covers the ocean like floor essentially, it's just like a very thin like layer, but we can't really go further than that because of pressure and shit. Like we can't get through that layer,
right?
But beneath that layer, that's where like the other crazy shit exists, you know?
What the fuck? So we gotta start drilling more and often. We gotta get down
maybe
there.
or by doing that we'll unleash fucking megalodons and giant squid upon the world, and we don't want to do that shit either. I don't know.
Cthulhu, let's see it.
Literally,
dude, that'd
inviting
be crazy.
Cthulhu.
That'd be so
sick. I know.
You know what's okay? I heard something super interesting, and I wanted to get your thoughts about it. Look at the big fin squid and tell me aliens aren't living among us. I think they are just animals. Sorry, I was reading chat. I think they're animals that just look fucking weird. but
yeah.
In the same line as aliens. Okay, I did want to talk about this. I saw a video very recently that was talking about aliens and talking about like.
Was it the movie Aliens?
No, it wasn't. It was actually a video discussing the possibility of aliens not existing, but for the reason that we're early. Like we're early in the universe. And so yeah. So other people
I've heard that theory.
Aren't fucking ready yet, which would make sense unless they be moving shit, pyramids kind of vibe, but like, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, but I don't agree with that theory because to think that Earth is the oldest planet or the most developed or anything, I think the idea that we're the most advanced is kind of, in a way, like arrogant. If that makes any sense, it's just like I don't think that Earth is the oldest. I think that there's got to be something out there that either just don't give a fuck or they're too far away. Like it's because like we've already found planets that act like Earth does, right? We just can't like get to those planets and stuff, and those planets have to be going. There have to be more of them and more of them and more of them. Some maybe, you know, trillions of years old. Who knows? So, you know, I think to think that is kind of, I don't know, just, I don't want to say self-centered, but it is like, sort of like humans, of course we're the most advanced, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think so.
I don't really see it as like, we're advanced. I think we just got lucky. I think that's really it. I think we might have just gotten lucky earlier than maybe some other people. Because it's like, we still have travesties, right? The extinction of dinosaurs and dragons. So, you know, like obviously, you know, there's environments even as great as ours that we can thrive in. Sorry.
I'm trying to fix a thing and I'm having a hard time with it. I'm sorry.
No worries. None at all. But I feel like at the very least there is a possibility that there could have been something that was out there and maybe they just got wiped out. And maybe people got to restart. I don't know. I feel like, what I do feel like is that I feel like there's I don't really know if there's anyone more advanced than us, because I feel like they would have like killed us already. I think they would have seen us, been like, that's fucked up. What the fuck? We should get rid of that. It's like a pest problem.
I literally think that they just don't know about us.
I mean, we have been making a lot of noise, to be fair. We've been like putting stuff in space. Fucking space garbage all up in that bitch.
Maybe that's nothing compared to what, like, you know, like there could be alien civilizations out there that are making their own civilizations. Maybe we're just part of this alien terrarium where they have a bunch of different little worlds living under their thumb, and they're just going, oh yeah, that one's doing okay for now, and they're not fucking with us.
I mean, honestly, that's like a big thing. Is like, are we just really small, right? Because we have like little tiny cells and shit like that, and that's fucking weird.
Right? So like
That's
think
weird.
about that. You've heard like the space giant theory?
I if it's in the same vein of what I'm leaning towards, it's like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's just that like we're all like one cell. Like Earth is one cell on this body of a gigantic celestial Earth creature, and we're just one organism. And basically, even our cells are made up of those things, but just tinier and tinier and tinier, and it keeps going infinitely. And that's why there's like different dimensions and like an infinite amount of possibilities and blah 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 blah, because there's so many like combining things.
I feel like that's very possible, because it's just like we don't know, because we would be so infinitely small at that point that like the one thing I don't agree with is we are not in a simulation. I think that's kind of, if the simulation is like a being tiny.
It's a really good one if it is. Like it's pretty immersive, you know? Not a lot of
really
bugs.
good VR. I really like very high quality HD. But yeah, I don't know. Do we know what the ants in our backyard are doing? I mean, you could go look. I'm sure you could figure it out if you just went outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the thing
grass.
though. It's like we might touch some grass. I need to do that too. We might not know. We might not know what the ants in our backyard are doing, but we do sort of know like if there's a problem, right? Like if there's suddenly 10 anthills out there, we're like, whoa, wait a second, maybe we should call an exterminator. Get that shit figured out. We don't like that shit. So I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe we are just lucky. Maybe we are the only ones out there. But I think that it's far more possible that we're just small and people don't know that, or people the advanced aliens or creatures that are you know, as intelligent as we are or anything like that. I just don't think they really know about us or don't care about us yet. We're not that big of a problem.
Here's a thought. They're all in the deep ocean that we haven't explored yet, and they're just waiting to come out.
Well, that's what people like theorize like octopus come from, right? Like they look at octopus and they're like, those, people think that like octopus and other are they cephalopods? I think they're cephalopods. Maybe they're not, but either way, like other creatures in that family, they think that they're like aliens, which is kind of cool. I like that. Kind of neat.
Would you, if that was the case?
Pretty stupid fucking aliens, though. They get killed by humans all the time. I don't know.
I mean, like, humans kill humans. We could stop doing that. That would be smart, right? Stop killing off your own human race.
Yeah.
We keep doing it.
That would be really cool if we just collectively agreed, like, as a human race to do that. Yeah.
I'm like, that's not cool with me. I'm done.
I don't like that anymore. I'm gonna stop killing people.
But I feel like in that sense, it's like, I feel like there could be maybe an animal that's smarter, but just not built right. You know what I mean? Like just built at a disadvantage to be killed. I feel like that would be possible. Even though
it's like whales, you know, whales are like super smart or whatever, but like they don't got fingers or shit, you know, like they're just kind of there, like, you know, swimming and shit. They can't even like get away that quickly if someone tried. Like, why do you think whaling was like such a big, like huge problem in the past? It's like, it's way too easy to do it. And there's also this thing about like human stamina. The reason why humans are better than animals or have an advantage over other animals, I should say, is because out of every other animal, our stamina is by far the best. A cheetah can outrun us a million times one, but if we just walk after an animal for long enough, eventually they will be exhausted and we will be able to catch up with them and kill them. And that's how we hunted mammoths. That's how we hunted down bears and lions and tigers and shit, was just following them, just literally tracking them until we were able to just get rid of all of them.
So
get them out of here.
That we're literally Bro,
we are Mike Myers.
Follows. We're just It Follows. And you're like, this is a bad ending to the movie, but it's like, no, this is just like what we do.
Is that a movie? It Follows? Yeah. Is it scary?
It's just okay, so It Follows is literally just like there's a monster, it can shapeshift into literally whatever, but it can only walk. It can literally only walk. And it'll eventually catch up to you.
That's like the fucking snail thing, you know, like the There's like a snail that wants to kill you, and like you can't get it to stop moving or whatever. Like it's always after you. You can't kill it. Something like that. You've heard that, right?
Yeah. And you're like, what do you do? What do you do to get away from it? Like, I don't know, get on a boat. It's so
inconvenient. Yeah, like get on a boat, just like get away from it.
Well, because like we don't know do we know how deep the ocean goes? Like, have we ever really seen or touched the bottom of the ocean, the deepest part?
I don't think anyone's touched the bottom of the ocean. Like stuff is sunk there, obviously. Yeah, no. I don't think anyone's ever been to the bottom of the ocean because you can't because of pressure.
Right.
They just kind of know. They have like an idea of how big it is because of like technology. They're able to determine that with sound waves and echolocation or some shit. They got lasers in the water.
So like, if you went on the ocean, you went across the ocean, and you made the snail go that deep, like we don't know how long it would take to really like make it to you on the other side.
Can a snail even swim?
I'm assuming it would have to like crawl at the bottom. You know what I mean? I'm assuming it's walking with its legs as snails do. You know what I mean? I that's how I'm viewing it, right? Kind of similar to the It Follows thing, where it's just it kind of walks everywhere. It doesn't use cars. I would assume it can't use boat. I don't actually know the logistics to that.
Yeah, but, that's humans. That humans. Literally is just humans. Yeah.
Just the determination is scary. I feel like the only like fish could be better if they were just determined enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like they just grow legs. Like easy.
they don't have the intelligence to be determined though. You know, that's a very human trait is determination.
Right.
Which is weird when you think about it, because like there are other emotions that you can see in animals, but like determination is the active like willingness to do something. And I think that like a dog, for example, isn't determined to eat food. They just see food and they eat it. You know what I mean? Like there's not really like having determination isn't like there's not a dog in the world that wakes up going, oh, I'm gonna get this done today. You know, I'm determined to do it. Like that doesn't happen. They just do the object permanence or whatever. They just do what's around them.
Right. This is an anecdote because I was watching Wubby's stream, and it was the guy that was talking that had the song about monkey glory hole, and they were and it was about the reason why is there was like an article about this monkey that got pregnant. They couldn't figure out how. It was literally because the monkey in the next cage over was so determined to bang the other monkey that they made it happen through like a crack in the cage. And it's like, is that determination? Could you consider that determination?
I think the monkey just horny monkey make that happen like that.
Yeah, but like you really have to like think and make it work, right? Like
no, dude. Okay, animals are stupid, dude. They just go. They just do. So like I always had dogs my entire life growing up. When I was little, we had these tiny little shitty Pomeranians. They were awesome. They were horrible. Hated them. Loved them. They were the worst. But whenever our female dogs were in heat, the male dogs would do whatever they could, including learn how to climb like a little chain link fence that we made for them in order to get to dog. But that dog isn't sitting there looking at the fence thinking, I can fucking climb that. I can climb that fence. They're just jumping up against the fence. Oh my god, this is working. Until they're like finally over the fence. But they're not sitting there going, okay, but if I place my paw here and then I
but
hook
I
my
don't
other
think
paw around
that's
it.
not determination though, right?
Exactly.
That's not
I
determination.
don't think so.
Like
determination takes an active thought, I think, other than just the doing of that
the
thing.
Innate need.
Yeah.
But maybe that's where it all begins. Maybe that's where it all begins.
It is.
And
I think it is.
You adapt to be smarter so you can be determined to do or like get to the things that your desire is to. Does that make sense? Just the smart way? It's so complicated.
I think you're like you're definitely onto something there. I think intelligence, which can lead to determination, but I don't think the end goal of intelligence is to lead to certain emotions. I think that those are a side effect of having intelligence.
I feel like our intelligence developed because we wanted to do survival instincts better. Not because we were determined. Better. You know what I mean? I want to survive longer. I need to survive longer, and quite simply, I used a rock as a shield, and that gets passed down. I need to spark up. Real as fuck, dude. That's good time.
Big true.
We accidentally made fire. This is true. Maybe it's not necessarily just determination. Thank you, Skirt, for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Maybe
those.
Huh?
I was just gonna say, I think part of that is luck too, like accidentally making fire. It's like that's something that you do as an accident, but it takes a certain type of brain to be able to take an accident and turn that into something. Like my dog could accidentally step on my foot, but they're not gonna think, oh my god, if I step on their foot again, I'm going to get them to react in a certain way. You know, they don't have the intelligence to figure out what that really does. Which is why you can't really an inefficient way of training your dogs is by yelling at them, because they don't understand how that relates, and then they're just scared all the time. They react based off of things that they see, like simply, okay, I don't bark when mailman come, I get treat. But they don't think, okay, so the mailman just rung the doorbell, I'm not going to bark and therefore not going to get a treat. They just learn by repetitiveness. You know what I mean? So they don't have like the intelligence to have, generally all animals don't have that intelligence, that sort of
here's
thing.
A thought.
Sorry.
Do you think, I know we're really fucking up some breeds of dogs because we're overbreeding them to look like fucking, pugs. But do you think dogs are getting smarter? Or are they just adapting to what we're doing? Because, like, we could potentially try to start breeding dogs to be smarter, I guess. Like, we could potentially do that. Maybe. But it hasn't started? Or are they dumber? They might be dumber. Oh, wait, hold on. They might be dumber. Hold on, wait.
I don't think that. I think with enough time, I think that given the opportunities and the resources, they could become smarter. Just like how over time we became smarter as a species and turned into something else. I don't know if we'll ever get to the level of like dogs can talk now, but we might be able to communicate with them better.
Oh yeah, we have the buttons.
Exactly. I was about to say the buttons are a really good example of communicating with dogs better, but I think that has more to do with, again, sort of, and this might sound arrogant, but our intelligence in a way, coming up with a way that we can interact with our dog in order to get them to communicate to us better what they want. Like Buttercup, I have a German Shepherd. Well, I have 2 dogs, but my German Shepherd, so fucking smart, absolutely genius of a dog. She knows. We trained her with 4 buttons. We haven't used them in a while, but we changed them. We trained her with oh Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry, give me just a second.
Sure. Also, thank you, Skirt, for another tier 1 gifted sub. I did see that. Thank you. I think my dog is too smart, but I'm biased.
Okay,
I feel like there's either really dumb dogs or really smart dogs, and then you have to, if you get 2 dogs, you have one of the dumb one and you have to have one of the smart one.
That's like, literally our situation.
It's the same thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Pancake's a smart one or a dumb one, but if I got another hamster, I'm sure that would be obvious.
Yeah, but I think given enough time, I was making this argument about cats a while ago too. Granted, this doesn't have anything to do with necessarily with intelligence, but I was talking to DJ,
tell Maya I'm
and
here.
One of the conversations we had was if cats eventually will evolve to exist without claws, because they're not needed anymore, like house cats. You have house cats that are bred long enough where they never use their claws ever. They don't need them. They don't fight with anything. They don't fight with anyone. Given a span of thousands of years or hundreds of thousands of years, are they eventually gonna not need their claws? And DJ was saying no, because they don't really take anything to have claws.
Yeah.
But, humans used to be covered fully in thick hair. There was no reason to really get rid of that. I guess you could say like global warming.
Well, here's the thing too.
Global warming and global cooling was okay. Sorry.
It would still take a very long time, and even then, I maybe it would just change into something that's more useful and not necessarily go away. Because we have nails, which probably a long time ago were claws or something else, and we still have appendixes, which is bullshit, and wisdom teeth, which is also bullshit.
You know what the appendix does, right?
It pops in my tummy and it makes me go to the hospital.
Same, but like, do you know what it actually do you know what it does when it functions?
I know what it was. Wasn't it supposed to like do something for disease control or no? I'm probably really far off on that.
No, you're not even that far off. But the thing is that like, so there's a theory essentially that the appendix helps with some of like the bile buildup from your gallbladder essentially. But it does it so inefficiently that's now why like they're vestigial.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't actually know what the appendix ever did. We don't know. We have no idea.
That's so crazy.
We remove the appendix knowing that it might actually benefit people in some way, but don't actually know what it fixes, which is really weird.
Radio says, I thought it was about eating grass. I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna just do a quick Google. But yeah, I had to have mine removed when I was very young. I can't spell and write at the same time.
I had mine removed when I was like 14 too, so I feel that.
What does supposed to do? Why can't I not type? It was supposed to play a role in mammalian. What the fuck does that mean? Mucosal immune function. But yeah, it says it still says the function of the appendix is not completely clear, so they still really don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So useless.
what if your appendix is like the key to living like 200 years and we're just removing it from people because we don't know like how to unlock that shit yet?
Well,
we just don't have the trait figured out.
It could just kill you too. I mean, like if it pops, it could kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either maybe die early or like...
So DJ's in my chat and he says, so we become bipedal, gain the ability to sweat and lose body hair. Then it became a matter of sexual selection because we found less body hair more attractive.
Oh.
Why though? Why though? Why is that the case?
Come on, dude. Why?
Yeah, why is it?
More hair.
Because it doesn't really make sense for like the idea of like men being hairy being okay and then women being hairy not being okay. It's like, if that's an instinctual thing, why? Where does that come from? Why is that a thing?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes those instincts are just kind of like fucking random. You know what I mean? Because like birds really do just like, I want giant feathers. And it's like, but what does that do? Like, does that do something? Like, or
the like the fact that they're just like, I'm just gonna head south now. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it. Me and my whole family and the family down the street and all these other birds, we're all just gonna go south at the same time. Like,
yeah.
How the fuck?
I feel like some of those like don't, maybe we don't know because it's been so long at this point, and maybe there was a reason, but sometimes I feel like in evolution there's random things that just get picked up that's not really necessary, but it just happens. Also, someone said, Natty said, when I adopted my cat, they said I can't declaw him or they would take him back per our contract. Yes. He's purely inside and never goes outside. There's a reason you can't declaw cats.
You really shouldn't declaw cats. That's horrible.
It's like taking off like fingies.
Yeah, it's literally like removing this part of your hand. It's not even just the nail. It's like your entire whole ass knuckle. Right. That's so fucked up. Yeah. It's so fucked up.
So that's why you can't, is because it's considered abusive to your animal, because it's essentially like taking off part of your finger, not necessarily just like a nail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people think that it's like, it's just a nail. It's not. And I see where that gets messed up though. So
even if it was just a nail, it's like, why the fuck? Can you imagine getting your nails ripped out and then not ever being able to grow them back again? Like, that'd be fucked up. And yes, it's not necessary for like a cat to have them if they're always an inside cat, but it's a matter of their like their physiology, their physical being. You're taking away a part of their body.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to. If you don't want a cat that scratches up your furniture, you don't get a cat.
Yeah.
Like,
so
crazy.
So we did have a cat when I was growing up, and obviously I was a little wee baby. I didn't know what it meant, but he had been declawed, and the reason why was because we were kids, and he kept on scratching us a lot. Which makes sense because we were little gremlin children. I have a feeling like I always
Still
say
are.
like,
It's crazy.
I always say like probably don't get a cat or dog with a small child because they're going to poke and prod at that animal, and that animal is gonna defend itself probably if it has a very normal temper. If it's like a nanny dog, maybe you'll get lucky, but like usually like you gotta keep track of your kids, or I don't know, but that's the reason.
That's honestly one of the biggest things I'm worried about when it comes to having kids. Like I have 2 dogs, and I know that Meatloaf would be great around a kid. Meatloaf's our cat. He's perfect, literally perfect. He wouldn't give a fuck. Probably the biggest danger would be he would sit on our kid. You know, you gotta watch out for that shit. Yeah. But our dogs, it's like they go crazy and they're very friendly and they've never hurt anybody. But it's like they're just big dogs, so it's. You know, having a new thing in the house that they can knock over or play with or get too excited, or maybe something that bugs them too much. I mean, we're lucky we have dogs with really, really good temperaments, but they're still that little bit of worry because it's the unknown of like bringing in a new human to the situation. You know, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, I mean, you also don't know. Like, I've seen kids just like fucking hit animals, and I'd be like, what? Because they don't know what they're doing. Because kids are stupid and puntable.
They're like, I want to pet the dog.
Yeah, and you're like, what are you doing? And they don't understand what they're doing or stuff like that. And usually, honestly, I really think it's like if you really just keep a keen eye out, I think that's really all you can do. And most times, if you have like a well-behaved animal, it's really that would probably be the best. Like, I don't think you necessarily have to get rid of animals because they're big or, you know, like have the potential to
you just have to keep a like that's the thing. It's like I would never get rid of Misa or Buttercup if we were having a kid. It's just a matter of like being, even when you're 100% sure, you're not 100% sure. Like you never leave them alone together, and you never know what to expect. So it's, you know, animals are unpredictable at the end of the day. It's like Buttercup has these moments where she would never actually do anything to Miso, but she has these moments where she just snaps back at him. Like if he's really bothering her, like because Miso always wants to be around her. He's always trying to lick her ears and stuff, and Buttercup just sometimes is not having it. And she'll sound so aggressive and so angry, and it's so fucked. So it's sorry, 2 seconds.
No worries.
So
also, can I just say real quick, thank you Chuckle Bones for you said had to get a sweatshirt? How to get a sweater? Let's go, dude. Thank you so much for buying. Appreciate it.
Wow.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just I don't know.
Scary. It's like they're unpredictable. Even when you think you know them really, really well, it's like you still don't. It's they're animals at the end of the day.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Very, very true. But I think you're dying. Okay.
No, I was having a little bit of an issue. Good now, everything's cool.
Yeah, okay. All right. So we got a little off track, and that's okay because that's what I like. But I have another question. It's about conspiracy theories still. So Miso would never mind. So pyramids. So you don't think aliens exist. So you think pyramids definitely not aliens.
No, I think aliens exist.
Okay. But do you think they visited then and decided to build pyramids for us?
No. No, I don't.
You really went slow on that one.
I didn't really think about that one for a second.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that in so long. No, I don't think so, though. I think that we probably just didn't record however the fuck we actually moved the pyramids. I think that the ancient Egyptians, out of all the amazing hieroglyphics they made and all the imagery they had, they just kind of left that shit out.
Yeah.
You know? They just didn't really depict that one well.
True.
And maybe there's a reason for that, but I think that that's one of those things that's been lost to time and history, and it's really unfortunate because we might never know, but maybe they had a good reason to do it.
Maybe. That's true. That's true.
I thought we did record it. It was logs or something.
Logs of aliens or logs of like a tiny
I think he means like taking logs and then like shifting the weight of the
Oh, you mean like
limestone.
literal logs?
I
You
think
mean
so.
leveraging.
There's a guy on YouTube who has recreated building with huge stones and Stonehenge and pyramids using those methods.
And he was able to?
He was able to build a pyramid.
I would assume, right? Otherwise, that'd be kind of a lame video. I can't. Just end.
Guys, I tried. It's really hard.
It's really
He
difficult.
built all kinds of... DJ, can you link that in chat? I want to just see. I want to see his version of a pyramid. I want to see this dude making like the fucking the Giza, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's called, I think.
Yeah. The Giza. Yeah. I agree. I think that's what it's called. There's also a theory though that a time traveler had gone back in time and just helped them build something. I think it's because there was a hieroglyphic that people were citing and being like, what is that object in their hand? What is that? And they're like thinking it's a phone or some shit. Or like they found like a watch in a burial thing, which could have just been dropped from some random ass archaeologist. Is that an archaeologist? Grave robber. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know. It's kind of I think
I'm thinking as fuck.
It's so fucking hard. Well, it's just like because like things that don't have an answer, you know, and it's like in using the limited knowledge that I have to try to like piece together that shit is Oh wait, hold on 2 seconds. I got sent the video of the log guy. I want to see his shit. So wait, so the idea behind Stonehenge is we don't know how that was made either.
Isn't there? Oh wait, no, that's the heads. Did you see that the heads have bodies underneath them? The like stone head?
Oh, the Easter Island heads?
Yeah. They have whole ass bodies that were just buried. They're
really?
under there, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. How did they get buried?
I don't know, just time. Time. Well, it was a commercial playing
but
on my
head
royalty.
stayed? That seems seems kind of convenient.
They're buried, they're standing. So they're standing like this, and then soil is coming down on top of them. And so
I know, but I'm saying so like we didn't know, like there was no record of the Easter Island heads having bodies, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So that's what's interesting is that like at some point people made the stone heads or the stone bodies, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then that got through years of whatever the fuck buried over time. And then we still saw their heads and then later learned that, wait, those aren't just heads, there's a whole body. Like we did all of that without actually having record that there were bodies in the first place.
We just dug.
Which seems convenient.
We just was like, what if we dig? And then we were like, oh, there's bodies. There's like whole ass bodies down here. We only found the little itty bitty legs later. Are they actually tiny little legs? That would be really funny, please.
That is really funny. DJ said the guy that built the Stonehenge and like the pyramid, like all that stuff himself, was that he wasn't using recorded methodology, just his own theories based off of technology that they had access to. Oh. But that's not necessarily, I don't think that necessarily means that's how they did it.
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I ain't got a clue. Let me see if I can just paste this in here. Will this work? Nope.
I slid it out with no written history. What do you mean? How could we have known? Well, like, why didn't whoever made the Easter Island heads like record it, write it down, make a hieroglyphic, do some sort of, you know.
That's a whole ass body.
It just seems convenient. Oh wow, yeah.
Because they just
That's
dug.
wild.
People just like dig and they're like, oh, I wonder what this does. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to the beach, what do? You dig a hole. Why do we want to dig so bad? I want to know about that. Why do we want to dig so bad?
It's a really good question.
Why we look at sand and go, I want to go down there.
Why would you record it? There's a whole ass stone motherfucker as proof. The same reason, like the reason why anybody records anything they make to log that shit for the rest of history. That's why there's recording. That what you could make that argument for anything else. Say, oh, why would anybody record down that they made Google? Why would anybody make a recording of how they solved the maths, how they made the atom bomb? Like, you can make you can say, oh, it's right there, they just did it, but it's like, what does that? So that's it then?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just not. We're gonna invent the wheel, but then never write about it. Like, what do you mean?
I guess because at a certain point it was just common knowledge, and also way back when a lot of things were kind of like you just tell the next generation, very verbal history, and that just got completely lost as well. Of people, you know, like there'd just be generations where they'd pass down stories. And eventually we got to like writing stuff down, but in a lot of cultures, we just didn't do that. And I think there's like a type of cement that was made way back in the day that is, honest to God, apparently the best fucking cement. And we just don't know how to make it because no one wrote it down because it was used so commonly. And
see,
Roman
that's the kind of
cement,
stuff that's the same stuff that I'm talking about. I'm saying, like, there's so many things that have been lost to history and time because it just wasn't written down, it wasn't recorded. Like, same thing with the pyramids. Like, how the pyramids were made was never recorded, never written down, so we still don't know how it came about. Doesn't mean that it was put there by aliens, just like the stone. I mean, that was put there by aliens. It doesn't mean that. And the same thing with the Stonehenge and everything. It's like aliens didn't necessarily have to be involved. It makes more sense that we just didn't write it down at the time.
Also, oh, sorry.
It's kind of crazy that they didn't. Sorry, no, go ahead.
It is, but I mean, there's so many reasons of why things get lost to time. Also, Daddy Butter is saying the cement repairs itself. They recently found that when the water runs through the cracks, one of the minerals it runs into in the cracks refills them. So there's just a chemical, reaction that happens. There's a chemical reaction that happens with the water that goes in to the cement where it just makes more sealant, it's like minerals in the water.
Does the water turn into the cement then? Because where's the matter coming from?
It's the stuff in the water. There's stuff in the water that falls out of the sky or salt water.
So like the minerals inside of the water interact with the cement in a way which builds the cement back up, essentially.
Yeah, it just sticks.
That's insane.
Yeah, salt water and minerals and the cement and stuff, it remixes and re-cements the cracks of farm. It's like this.
Wow.
The stuff in the cement is displaced by the water and then fills the cracks as it moves through. So complicated. There's so much. It's so.
It's fascinating. I wonder why we don't do that more. Like what?
Well, we lost the fucking recipe. We lost the
how
recipe.
How do they know? Like, they can look at these rocks and figure out what it is that makes the rocks more, but we can't replicate the same thing?
I think maybe the materials that were used are not really things that we use today, probably. Like, things that were normally
crazy
used
though.
back then.
So, like,
yeah, right? It's
so
just
we have...
people think it's so normal that why would we have to write this down? Why would I write down what flour is? Right? It's such a normal thing. Also, thank you, Chuckle Bones, for the tier 3. Ooh, tier 3.
I feel like that's less, like, I think that also has to, going back to intelligence, that has to deal with that, because as we've developed as a species, we've wanted to keep record more and more of accomplishments, achievements, so that they're not lost to history.
Yeah, because we kept
I think
fucking
that's one
up.
of those things.
We kept losing it. Or people are like, you know, there's wars, things are burned, you know, like structures are torn down that may have like history written on the walls, like
the Lost Library of Alexandria or whatever it was. Like the library. If that's, I could be thinking of something else, but I seem to remember like a library that was filled with like hundreds, thousands of years of knowledge or something like that, and it all got burnt down and went to shit.
yeah,
No
honestly,
way to keep, like, lost everything.
there's so many instances like that, but I mean, just in general, things that are like that, right? That's just one example of many that I'm sure we haven't even heard of, which is really unfortunate. Because, you know, of course, when you take over someone else, you want your legacy to go through and not theirs.
Yeah.
Attempt to break it down and rediscover. Oh, what the fuck are you saying? Attempt to break it down and rediscover with 50% chance of success, or preserve and wait for a higher chance of success later. The cement. Limited
Why
amount
can't
of
you just
cement.
take like a very a limited amount of cement, but okay, like leave some then. Like, you know, like take like a little bit of whatever cement this is, and that's the cement that you have to reverse engineer and like play around with it, and then the rest of it you save for a rainy day. You know what I mean?
Save for a rainy day. I have no clue the
literally.
details on that, but I know they've
That's
been
really
trying to
interesting.
figure out what the fuck it is. I know they have. They're just not entirely sure. I guess I think maybe they just haven't figured it out completely yet. Someone said, Garum, is that how you say it? Oh, someone got banned. Yikes.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Used to be banned. Wait, what? Used to be. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing.
No, you're fine.
Used to be used in almost every single dish, and chicken used to be something that only royalty would eat regularly. It's just interesting that human history flip-flops like that so often. It's accessibility of what there is more of, and what the culture is like. Oh, this is high end and this isn't, and that all definitely depends on, you know, the availability of what that is. If there's an excess of something, it's going to be accessible to the poor as well because it's cheap. But if royalty has to pay a fuck ton of money for spices, they're the only ones that are going to have it. Used to have a third spice and pepper? Oh, England used to have a third spice to go with salt and pepper, and we don't know what it is because no one wrote it down since it was so normal. We're just dumb. We just head empty sometimes.
Dude, I can't imagine the things that were lost to time, and it's crazy to think about, like, just how much, how many. I was gonna say earlier, the periodic table, right? Like, we have this periodic table with all the different elements on it to tell you what everything is made up of and all the things that we used and everything. And I wonder if there's anything that's on the periodic table that we don't use anymore on like a day-to-day basis, that things that aren't like really thought about, combined with whatever, mixed together to create something that was used back in the day that people just didn't know was that mineral, didn't know that was that element. Like if you were to take fucking chromium, I don't know if that's one of them, hold on. Periodic table. If you were to take, you know, oh my god, chromium was one of them. If you were to take chromium and iridium, and you were to make some sort of like new concrete or whatever, and you just didn't know about it because you didn't know that's what it was. So, or have scientists taken every element that there is and combined them all together with all the different variations to make whatever the fuck we like, to see what happens? Like, have we done that yet? Is that a thing that even they're trying to do? I don't know.
Probably. I mean, scientists just be like, what if we do this?
Yeah, what if though? Yeah.
No, we've been doing that shit for so long, just being like, what would happen when we put these together? And then someone explodes.
I guess so.
And you're like, oh shit. Whoops. But I don't think there will ever be like a finished, we've combined everything we possibly can. I don't think there will ever be that, because I'm sure we'll always find new things and always.
What if there's new things in space?
True, literally true. Yeah. Like we could just be like, what the fuck is that? Oh, something new on the periodic table to add. You know, there's just so much to explore. Which is really cool and very exciting, and I love that.
That's another one of the reasons why I don't want to say like it isn't possible. Like time travel, for example, like the idea of time travel existing isn't even that far off. Or sorry, not time travel. Teleportation. Teleportation isn't even like that far off, because if like, while we as humans probably will never be able to just teleport, what if there's some way to make a fucking wormhole with some element we just don't have yet, or something that we just haven't figured out yet, and we just end up doing that shit? Like teleportation actually doesn't seem that unfeasible to me. If we were in the, like, if I don't know, if we were to find the right things. That makes any sense?
I agree, but I think there would be like a morality of how dangerous is this to experiment with, and should we? And then that becomes a question of like, we could do this really cool thing, but like, is it possible to do without hurting people, having like causing a fucking natural disaster or some shit?
Well, so a wormhole, right, like might cause like a natural disaster, but there's the idea of people who are like, oh, I would never like teleport, because I wouldn't want to be the same person that I am. Like, I wouldn't want to be like restructured from like each individual cell and then like teleported somewhere else. But a wormhole is like doing that for you, like outside of you. Like a wormhole would be like completely separate from your person. You know what I mean? And
That's
you would just
crazy.
go through that.
That's a crazy thought, dude.
But whether or not a wormhole would then, you know, fucking open up and turn into a black hole and then fucking suck the entire world inside of it in like an instant, who fucking knows?
True.
You know?
True. There's so many variables that like really, I guess you don't know until you are there. You know what I mean?
We should try it. We should really try it.
We should. And honestly, I feel like as soon as we learned how to teleport, I would still be late to everything. And
yeah,
people
there's
would
always
hate
a
me.
new. Well, DJ explained this really, really well to me recently. Sort of, he was saying time travel in a way kind of exists already, because you can get food literally instantly to your doorstep if you just forget you ordered something. In that way,
your
time
head
travel
empty.
Yeah, literally, if I order something on DoorDash and then in 20 minutes food arrives and I forgot that I ordered anything on DoorDash, that's basically time travel, because your perception of what happened didn't exist during that time.
So time travel or teleportation?
I'm saying specifically for time travel.
Right. Okay. So I could travel through time if I get on a plane and I fall asleep and I wake up and I'm somewhere else.
Yes.
But it's like, I feel like that's only a personal, like, time travel has to be more than just your perspective and how you perceive it. I feel like you would have to be...
You've seen Futurama, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how, like, Fry, he travels in time. Spoilers for the first episode of Futurama, but he travels in time because he gets, like, essentially, he accidentally gets stuck inside this cryopod that freezes him for, like, fucking 1,000 years or whatever the fuck time it is.
Right.
And in that way, Fry time traveled, because while he didn't experience time himself because he was asleep the whole time, and it happened in an instant for him, it was like however many years it was.
So,
you know what I mean?
I mean, in the show, do they call that time travel? Because I don't consider that time travel.
I don't remember what they call it. Is DB here? If DB Collector is here, he'll know.
What I consider time travel...
No, they don't. They don't call that time travel.
What I consider time travel is you are in one time physically, and then you are physically in another time. And you are not, like, you're not there the whole time, waiting out time. You're there, you are removed, and you are put back in another time.
Yeah, in that way, I don't think that time travel will exist.
Yeah, I don't think time travel could exist. I don't know. I could just come back and slap myself in the face, and that would be pretty sick. I'm like old and withered.
I just feel like it would fuck up things too much, and it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't think that there's a reason why we haven't seen proof of time travel, because if we did, like, if time travel ever became an accessible thing that people could do, it would destroy the world. There would be no world, or at least there would be no this world, you know? Like, so say if it's like, have you ever seen Doctor Who?
Yes. Yeah.
So in Doctor Who, whenever they go into time and they fuck with something, they're creating like a branch off of the timeline. They're not changing that timeline, they're creating essentially a new reality of things that happen along that timeline, which theoretically time travel could exist in that way, but you would ruin so many timelines by doing that. Like, if I were to go back in the past and punch myself in the face and knock me out before we're having a conversation and I'm just like laying on the floor, that would already be an alternate timeline where this one wouldn't be able to happen because I'd be passed out and not talking to you.
Yeah, I feel like if time travel was possible, it would not be legal. They'd be like, yeah, but like you can't do that though, because you're gonna fuck everything up. So just like don't fucking do that.
But what does that have to do with Roman cement? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Or everything. Maybe if we time travel, we can figure it out.
Real. That's the only reason why I would time travel is just kind of see what got lost.
Yeah.
See what got lost in the sauce. I wouldn't change anything. I'd just be like, what's happening here? But even me being there and taking notes, that would be something. I want to become
not be good.
omnipotent.
Yeah.
There we go. That
would be pretty sick.
I want to be a god. I want to be God.
That would kind of make you God. Yeah.
It would.
I would love to do like the Biff Tannen thing, you know, from like Back in the Future, and just kind of like be rich. That would be sick. Like go back in time and like, oh, this is the football team that wins this game. This is the thing that wins this. Like
yeah.
And bet, and then just become like a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, but you can travel through time. Why does money matter?
Because what if people in your life matter to you? What if you don't care about traveling through time and doing a bunch of different things? I just care about like living my current life, but comfortably. You know what I mean?
What I would do is I would travel around in time, see what the vibes are like, and if it's better, bring my friends.
Just stay there.
Let's hop on over.
Just chill out in the past.
That would be well, in the future probably. I would probably pick a future.
Did you ever watch the show Heroes?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I have.
Oh my god, it was one of my favorites. It was my favorite show for the longest time. The first 2 seasons were goated. But there's this. It's about a bunch of people that develop superhero powers, and one of them, like one of my favorite characters, he can travel through time, and he gets stuck essentially in like feudal Japan. And it's fucking sick, and it's so cool, and I'm like, damn, it'd be so great to be able to like, I mean, it's also like terrifying, right? But like, it's so like, there's like this sense of just like history and beauty that you just will not ever experience again, ever.
Yeah.
Except through TV shows and media, and it makes you like long for that sort of shit.
What if it was
so
like
I feel that way too.
Fucked up though? What if it's way more fucked up than you see in like you know, museums that pretty shit up, or like movies that make it look cool, and you go back and you're like, oh, this fucking blows, dog. What?
Yes.
That would suck. It's just everything's covered in dirt, and you're like, man, what the fuck?
For real. Or like, imagine going back to dinosaurs and like they could all talk, and like,
what?
And they're like chill.
They're like talking like this because their mouths are fucking huge. You'd be like,
yeah, dude.
hi.
Like, absolutely. Like, just think about like, what if they all wore like top hats and like fancy dress, and they were cool.
You're like, that's pretty sick.
I bet racism didn't exist in dinosaur world.
I mean, probably not. probably not.
Yeah. They just kind of like survived, you know? Instinct. Dinosaurs had the biggest asses. Now let's calm down. Let's take a step back a little bit.
I have to go back in time. I want to know your thoughts on something that's someone maybe that's also incredibly thick. Mothman. How do you feel about Mothman? Real?
Ooh,
not real?
Not real. Not even a little bit. My sister was super into it though.
Oh, yeah?
I remember my. Oh yeah, 100%. It was one of those things where it really like fucking stuck with her, but I never thought that Mothman was real. I was more into like the oh god, oh Jesus, why can't I think of what they're called right now? Like skinwalkers, sort of.
Yeah.
Because we lived in Arizona, and we like our grandparents, they lived in like Tucson, Arizona, which is like in the middle of the fucking desert. There's nothing around. And even now where my parents live, they live in southern Arizona. It's fucking terrifying out there, and it's like Skinwalker City. On God, I don't fuck with that shit, but I swear to God, those are real. I swear to God, it's crazy.
What do you, for real though. What instance did you have like running into a situation like that?
It's just like being out in the wilderness and hearing people go, help, help, and there's no one there, and like it's fucking terrifying.
Yo, that's fucking.
Yeah. Or people that like sound like your mom calling you for dinner, but really she's in the house making dinner, but you can hear her like in front of you. Right. Like that kind of shit. It's terrifying.
God, those are such good horror stories too. There's so many of those where it's like, you know, the two sentence horror stories where it's like, my mom called me down for dinner, and then I looked up and my mom was sitting there going like,
she's like, you heard it too?
Yeah. Those are really good. But
yeah.
What was the game that used? It wasn't Skinwalkers, was it? It was Was it Skinwalkers? What was the game that used it? Come on, chat, you gamers.
Skinwalker. What game? What are you thinking?
Until Dawn, Wendigos.
Oh, Wendigos. Yeah. Wendigos are crazy too. I don't know anything about them. Like history wise, whether or not they're real, if that's like a thing that like people actually believe in. As far as I know, that's just like a myth, but that shit is scary as fuck.
So like,
great game too. I love that game.
With all this, also really, I agree. It's a great game. With all these things that have been lost to time, do you think there's anything really fucked up that just got like murked and then buried and no one remembered it? You know what I mean? Like, what if these monsters like or something close to it, right, did exist and they just got like buried in history?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think that there's things like that. Think about, there's people now that try to bury shit that like you literally can't, like you can't do that anymore. The internet exists now. Like nothing stays buried anymore, right? But like there were people trying to like refuse that the Holocaust happened to bury that shit so they didn't have to fucking think about it anymore. So undoubtedly there were things that people did in the past that were like, whoa, we do not, we didn't do that. That didn't happen. We're just gonna hide that shit. That ain't us. No.
Dude.
So absolutely.
Something super interesting that I was, oh God, this is a game I want to play. What the fuck is it called? Bramble? Do you see the game Bramble?
No.
Okay, so it has, is it Nordic folklore or what folklore is it? Does anyone know right now? But they have like a bunch of like old folk tales. Yeah, so fucking good. I really want to play
Bramble?
it. Bramble, yeah. Really, really cool. It has like a bunch of old stories. And one of them...
The Mountain King?
Yes. Really, really cool game.
Ooh.
Indie horror game. Really gruesome. Super gruesome. Really dark. Really gruesome.
Really?
Gruesome. As dark as you can probably get.
Sick.
Yeah, but it's a really cool game. I really want to play it. Nordic Fables. Okay, cool. But it brought up this one thing that I was thinking about. And it was...
I kind of want to play it.
Dude, it's so cool. I really want to play it too. I want to play it so
I'm looking at like
bad.
I'm looking at like just the trailer on Steam, and I'm like, fuck, I hate horror games, but like the idea of like Nordic folklore is so sick. That's so sick.
It's really cool the way they do it. I highly recommend it. I haven't seen all of it because I've been wanting to play it, but they had a demo and it was like, I was like, oh, but it's not super scary. Like, I mean, I don't know how you would take it. For me, I don't consider it super, super scary. I'd see it more as very gruesome and dark.
Gruesome is fine. For me, it's like if there's a bunch of jump scares and it's dark and things run at you in the dark and you have to run around a house and no light switches work and you have to take photos. I'm like that shit I can't stand. I hate that shit. I could
think of one section that I've heard of that might scare you, but
no.
I don't think it's not like super jump scary kind of stuff. But
cool.
What I did want to talk about is there was this one thing of like there was a story. This is the one that was in the demo. I don't want to spoil the game, but it's an old it's an old folklore that I find really interesting, and it's about the story of like people that literally danced to death. They just kept dancing. There was a town, and everybody just suddenly went hysterical and started dancing till they literally died. And I think that was not just a Nordic folklore thing. I think that was also something brought up that was maybe possibly even documented almost, where people just suddenly started like dancing and just died because they overdid it. But it's more of like do you think it's like something fantastical happened, or was everyone on shrooms and just got really high and there was just some weird shit going on? Because I've seen a lot of those explaining old folklores of people just being high.
I think it could definitely be a case of like either they got like super fucking high or poisoned even, like something fucked them up and like made them respond in that way. Oh shit. Okay, we just got a report that was boogie fever. Boogie fever.
Yeah. So, I see that too.
Yeah, it's rough.
There's someone was saying mass hysteria, and that's true. I'm always really interested though on if it's mass hysteria or if there is a gas leak, if there's something in the water, they're being poisoned, they don't know how. I think that was also with the witch trials, is people were saying that it is possible that the town was just had something in the water and kept seeing things and kept thinking it was like witches and stuff like that. And it's very that is what really interests me, is how folklore maybe developed out of things that were maybe scientifically explainable. Because like, I don't know, it's so interesting to think about, because like we can't fucking check usually, maybe. So it makes it really interesting to try to think about like, okay, is there something there, or like, was this super high? There was a lake that released a bunch of gas and suffocating almost everyone that lived near it. What the fuck? That is so fucked up. Can I just say, that is the most fucked up shit I've heard. You're gonna go fishing, you're with your son, you're like, oh, let's put some bait on the hook, and then all of a sudden you can't fucking breathe. And it's because of a lake? Are you kidding me? Dude, that sucks.
That kind of shit is scary too, because it's the same I feel about like Pompeii, you know, like with Mount Vesuvius.
God.
Like not even like the lava or the impact or the explosion, like that wasn't killing people. It was the gases. It was the fumes. It was that kind of shit is terrifying, because it's like the world is filled with these insane fucking catastrophic like capabilities, and we don't know, we probably don't know what all of them are yet. It's kind of scary.
1,700 people died. That's fucking horrifying. That's horrifying.
From the lake or from
no, probably
the dancing plague? Oh, Pompeii. I think
he's talking about Pompeii.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really horrifying to think about. And I feel like there's so many fucked up things in the world that like lore would say witch, but it's really more fucked up to think about that's just the earth, in my opinion. You know, witches, that's kind of, I guess, scary, but the fact that it's just this unthinking rock that's just spewing out toxic fumes that just kill you is just I feel like that's way scarier. Or like super volcano over, you know, like an entity that is haunting you to your grave. Maybe it's the thought that it's more personal, that there's thought behind it, you're being targeted. I don't know. There are other lakes that are in danger of it happening too. Well, I'm not moving anywhere near a lake, I'll have you know. I'm okay on not doing that.
DJ's in my chat right now, and he said, what about the dude who was hired in the early 1900s by San Diego to make it rain, where it then proceeded to rain unprecedentedly, making dams burst and bridges break, causing 20 deaths? Probably a coincidence, but the dude who did it had hundreds of successes on record for making rain, claimed it was a secret mix of chemicals, and built towers and shit as part of his process.
That's crazy. Why don't we have that more in California? Did they not
I
get that
don't know
recipe?
what the fuck you're talking about. It rained so much this year. Maybe that dude came back.
Bro, the Rain Man. Dude,
For real though.
that's so crazy. And what I don't understand is, did he really just must have died with it? Or maybe they were like, oh, some fucked up shit is happening as well. That did happen. I think the current theory is copper toxicity due to them eating off of... What are you talking about? Are you talking about the rain?
I think he's talking about the dancing.
Oh, the dancing?
I think so.
Oh, due to them eating off of so many copper things. Oh, I see. Corn smut. Like fan fiction or bread rot, etc. Corn smut, that's funny. Combination of all of them at once causes hallucinations and shit. I love that everyone was hallucinating and they're like, let's dance. they just decided.
Let's dance. But they danced, so I looked it up. They were dancing for weeks. Like they literally, like, how do you even, when you're
that blows
sick
my mind
on
too.
drugs, how do you
I
dance
love
for
the
weeks?
corn flying up to your mouth, but just floating very slowly, very funny.
I'm about to get fucked up with corn in a second here. Oh god.
Dude, shit, what was I gonna say? And like the thing that is very interesting to me is people get high in so many different ways from weed. So it's like, that's so interesting that people are like, you know, got high in this one specific way that they felt the need to dance for that long.
Yeah,
For like,
and it was a group of people too. Yeah, and then also, you know what's interesting too is that like even weed can have like crazy sort of effects on your brain in certain ways that can, in very rare cases, turn into actual like problems. I've known people who literally like gotten so fucked up from weed, which is weird. You never hear about like weed having like any real side effects. But normally it's like if you have an underlying case of like schizophrenia or something like that, you can if you take drugs or weed or things like that, it'll like ramp up those tendencies and like turn it into an actual problem.
Bro, that's
kind of crazy.
Horrifying. That's horrifying that like maybe you don't know really that you have an issue and then all of a sudden you like smoke weed and you're like, oh no.
No, dude. Yeah.
Dude,
no. Wait.
I have a really interesting theory that Radio just sent in.
Okay.
There's a theory that mushrooms are the reason that we gain consciousness. Like monkeys ate mushrooms and got so high their brain expanded. I'm not sure, but I think it's really interesting. That's an interesting point because don't shrooms and psychedelics like that change your brain? Like they change your brain, don't they?
Yeah. I've never taken any actually. I because I'm afraid of the impact it might have on how I perceive the world. I don't want to. If you have one bad trip, could literally fuck your entire life over. Like there are people who go crazy from the experiencing a bad trip on psychedelics and get fucked up.
Right.
Good trips are amazing from what I understand, but then it's like for me it's not worth the risk.
That's absolutely fair. And I don't like the fact that it has been shown to change your brain. Like it literally like changes your brain. You know, that's that part, you know, the mushroom thing is like, maybe we gain sentience, but the fact that it can change your brain and that's not like a myth is insane. Like that's so fucking crazy. My friend says they changed his brain for the better. Haven't tried them. Risky for sure. I feel like it's the lottery, dude. You either have a bad trip and you're just fucked, or you have a good trip and you're a better person, I guess. I don't know. It's so weird, dude.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting, like, and I don't think I could ever do them. And the reason is I have so much anxiety that even weed will get me fucked up and I'll have a fucking panic attack. You know, so it's like, should I do shrooms? No. Am I going to? Probably not. And it's very interesting to me that how many crazy experiences people have when they do shrooms. It's like blows my mind.
I was gonna say that, like, maybe on my deathbed I would try it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I would want to do that either. Because what if when you die?
Scared.
Yeah. What if you have a bad trip when you're dying, and then, but what if you're like, you still persist after your body decays, or like after you technically die? What if your soul still exists and you're experiencing that high now forever? And that's just your new life.
Okay, I wasn't expecting a high forever. Some people would be so into that though. They'd be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get high as a kite right before I go.
DJs like that too.
Eternal high. That's very interesting. Oh,
No,
I do want to
thank
talk
you.
to you about that. And then also I do want to talk to you about something else if I can't remember it.
Okay.
I think I forgot it. But I did want to say, I think that theory is very interesting. Like the eternal, you're eternal kind of is a very interesting thought. And I not to get too much into like religion or anything, because I don't want to do that. But I think the theories are very interesting of maybe afterlives that aren't just religious. Like the idea of, like matter can't be created or destroyed. And so you kind of just go back into the universe kind of vibe. That's very interesting to me. That's like a very interesting thought, because I dig it because it makes more sense to me in that way. But eternal high as maybe like a pill bug would be really fun.
That's so true. That's very valid. So I also don't want to get like too much into religion or anything, because I know obviously people are going to have so many different opinions and stances and everything.
Yeah.
But just as a small background for people who don't know, or I don't even know if you know, but I was raised Buddhist. So I was raised with the idea of like reincarnation being how like people passed on and like you left this world and then came back, and always wanted to kind of like follow the golden rule in a way, because in Buddhism, like karma is a big thing, and so you want to get reincarnated into like a healthy entity of some kind, like either another human or whatever karmic justice you get that like releases into your next life. And I don't practice Buddhism anymore. I haven't since I was about 16, but I still think that even if it's a form of like copium, I think that's the thing that makes the most sense as well, is the idea of your part of you, or the energy that makes up you, your soul or whatever. I feel like that is something that doesn't just go away. It's not this eternal blackness forever, because like it doesn't really make any sense to me. It's like that you are created, you are in this world for like, maybe not for a reason or for a purpose, but like you're there. So for you to suddenly not be there anymore just because your husk has gotten too old, or it's because you're too fragile or whatever, like that doesn't necessarily mean that you goes away forever. It just means that there's gonna be a different place for you to go,
right?
Maybe.
And what I think is super interesting about that as well is it's like the idea of self is very interesting in that way, because it's like you change so much as a person. I'm not the same person I was previously anyway. Like as a kid, I'm not the same person. So it's like, what person are you going to be at that point? And then what you would be the one that is like, you know what I mean? It's very complicated thought. And though I don't necessarily, I don't know, I'm very open to a lot of things. But in that, I don't think there would ever be eternal darkness, because I don't think if there was eternal darkness, I don't think you would have a consciousness. I don't think you would recognize there's eternal darkness. I don't think that would even be a possibility in that.
No, but the eternal, that's not something that you would experience, right? So like, you I think it's kind of like falling asleep in a way where, you wouldn't, you kind of just don't exist. Like you don't exist anymore. So those are the two things. I think that those are the two possibilities. Either that you don't exist anymore, everything is over, everything is eternal darkness, but you don't go through that because you don't exist anymore.
Right.
That is only something that we perceive now while we're alive, and we don't want that to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's like, but we're not going to experience that after we're gone.
Right.
Or we get reincarnated into something else, and that it's just we exist in some way, in some form, past our body.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
I get
And also
that.
for someone who said, do animals get reincarnated then? I don't see why not. I don't think that your soul is related to intelligence. So I don't see why not.
I mostly enjoy the idea of, which is it's very straightforward, of whatever blood sack I'm in right now, right? It like all just goes into the dirt or wherever. I don't know, the ocean, chuck me out there. I don't know. But it's all like the same shit. It all like goes in the same shit. And I do appreciate that. I like that. Even if I don't necessarily believe in anything or any of that, I think the soul idea that it's like, I go somewhere and I'm just returning to whence I came, wherever the fuck that may be. You know, I think that's interesting. I like the cycle of life, not necessarily an idea of
I'm also looking at like in a way, and I know that this is just pure copium, like full copium, but I really hope that if reincarnation is real, or if there is, no matter what happens when you die, I hope that there's an answer when you die as to like there's that version of you that dies that knows what happens after you die. Like I want the answer to be like, hey, yes, you do get reincarnated. Here's your choices. By the way, brain wipe. You don't get to remember this. Like I like to think that after I die, I know where I get to end up. Even if it is like eternal nothingness, it's like that doesn't matter because I like as long as I get to like learn that before starting my next life, like that'd be sick.
Someone said straight to hell. You're just like, oh well, I guess. I mean, if I have to, fuck. I guess at least I get to know. Yeah, and I think that's how a lot of people feel about that. You know, you always want there to be something else. But, I'm very content with just like, whatever. You know?
I'm kind of just like big vibing, dude. I'm like, I like where I'm at right now, and that's cool. So
and that's great to like focus on doing what you're gonna do. And then
that's also like why I don't really agree with the incentive of like, oh, be good so you get to get reincarnated into something good, or you get to go to heaven, or you don't go to hell, or whatever. Like, I don't agree with those things because I just want to make my life that I know exists as good as possible,
right?
Regardless of what my future might hold. I think that since there's no way of knowing, you might as well just spend the time that you have with like the best possible outlook on like how to improve your life and not necessarily your afterlife.
Right. I get that. I feel like it's like I wouldn't do fucked up shit just because I don't want to, because I want to have friends that like me, and you know what I mean, like I just like I don't see the point in doing fucked up shit because I just simply don't want to do it. Like literally no other reason. I'm like, I wouldn't kill a dude, because I don't fucking want to do it, man. Like I don't know. Like what else do you want, man? I'm pretty fond of the idea of doing things that improve your own life, but also not at the cost of anybody else's life. Yeah. Like, not in the way that will negatively impact anybody else. That's a normal way to feel, though. I feel like that's perfectly normal and okay. And I don't need to do anything.
But if that's a normal way to feel, then why do so many people not do that? Why do so many people not give a shit about hurting others as long as it benefits themselves? Like, where does that fall for them?
People built different. No, it is not okay to want to murder. Look. Here's the thing. People are built so different that the right and wrong, like people from their perspective doesn't necessarily see what they're doing as wrong. What if you could do SEO smarter? Sorry, there's an ad. I'm trying to listen to copyright free music and it keeps running ads.
Sick, dude.
But I feel like it's kind of just like, people are don't necessarily see right and wrong, and that's it's hard because you need them to fit into a society where they're not going to do fucked up shit. And for some people, it's easier to do that by being like, you will go to hell. Because some people just don't, they're built not to
That
really
sucks that-
understand
really
that the same
sucks.
way.
That really sucks that there's people who need a reason to not do fucked up things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
That sucks.
Yeah,
no, I'm just making that observation. That
I
just
completely agree. And it's just, it sucks that people are built different or have an upbringing that makes their brain go different or, you know, stuff like that. Because like, as you develop, I mean, shit, you become a different person and experiences change you into the person that you become inevitably. So it's kind of just like, what do you do here?
It's a. I mean, think about it. The laws have changed so much just within like 100 years or 200 years that things that people did that thought were okay are now like completely illegal. And it's like, are those people technically like bad people because they didn't like they did these things before laws were invented? Like, or even.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. What happened? Maya? 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 Maya! Maya! We're in a simulation. We're in a simulation. Maya? Muted? Oh, she's muted on her stream. She is being silent. She's being silenced. She's being silenced. Someone was like, we don't question it. Don't question it. These laws are the way they should be. That's so funny. I'll put her away for now. I don't know what just happened. That's crazy. We got too deep. It's the lizard people. They're coming after us. Oh, I got water on my eyes. But yeah, very interesting. I really like and enjoy having deep conversations paired with, conspiracy theories. I feel like really when you're talking about the generalities of the world, it's hard not to dip into like death. You know what I mean? Isn't that just one big conspiracy? What happens? What? You know what's interesting is
So cool.
okay.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Sort of.
I can hear you.
Let me rejoin Discord real fast.
She's not in the Discord apparently, but she's in the Discord right now.
I think now we're good.
Are you here? Oh my god. She's gone. What just happened? Yo, this happens. You streaming this long? God, if it doesn't happen. Hey, what's up?
Hello?
Hello, are you here?
Sort of. I'm trying to troubleshoot some stuff real quick.
Sure. Do you want me to mute you while you do that, or are you good?
Sure, mute me for a minute. Okay.
Or I muted myself.
Oh no.
Hold on. I got this. I got this. I'm gonna mute desktop audio. Okay, so we're gonna let her do that. Hey man, that happens. Look, conspiracy theories are fun. Everyone can believe whatever they want to believe as long as they're not hurting anyone else. I feel like that's fair to say. So I feel like this is all in good fun. If you feel like if you feel a different way, that's okay. If you feel a different way, that's okay. So I just want to make that known while we're having a break. When is the planned Betty Bye time? Kind of late. I need to eat. I think I'm waiting on food. One sec. Anyway. Ask him about the Muffin Man. Oh my god. I'm smonking? You're smonking? Ooh, smonking. Okay. Okay. What the fuck is this song? Anyway. Just in the meantime, let me check our schedule. See how we're doing here. I'm clicking through Discord. I'm not at all where I need to be. Oh. Okay, so we're well past the initial period that I was supposed to have Maya on for. How long have we been doing this for? Someone tell me. Okay. Food was not ordered, so never mind. But what was I gonna do? I was gonna check when we started. Announcements. Okay, so we started at 11. Oh, we started late. Right, I forgot how late we started, which is okay. That's definitely okay. 7 hours that I've had her on my stream, not 7 hours that I've been live, you crackheads. But yeah, at 2, we're doing slime ASMR. At 4, we're probably gonna go to sleep.
Was that time travel?
Maybe it was. I'm curious what's going on her stream, if everything's okay. Oh, she went offline. Oh, that sucks. I'm so eepy. Well, that's why you can sleep during slime time. You know, I sleep. Yeah. Cool. Sorry, you guys couldn't hear it. She was saying, "Hello, my queen." I'm the queen. She definitely didn't say that, but I'd like to pretend.
Yeah, I may have forgot to pay the electric bill. My B.
My B. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Wrong seat. The desk is a host seat. Yeah, but I'm facing this way and Maya's facing the other way. Mostly. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're having a good time. Anyway, how's the 24-hour stream been for you guys so far? You guys enjoying it? She's scamming. Ooh, she's scamming. Think her computer needed a restart. She's been live for 9 days. True, real. So we're essentially on day 2. That's kind of crazy. What's the halfway point? 12 hours. This is my goldfish, dude. It's been awesome so far. I'm so glad to hear it. Well, we're gonna be winding down after this. I hope if she needs some time, she does not have to come back and continue this segment. We are okay to finish because I've taken up a lot of her time. I've had her for an hour or so, probably. Yeah, since 11:40. She's back? Not on here, she's not. I can wait. I'm gonna wait. Well, I'm doing slime ASMR, and at the same time, if we hit our sub goal, 700, we'll be able to do the DIY slime at the same time. She was not here for 5 hours. God damn it. Snackies. More snackies. You guys have any more conspiracy theories you want me to bring up? "12 hours. You're right. We've been hanging out the whole time. Hello? Let's go! Okay, let me put everything back. No worries.
Computer, suddenly the CPU was at 100% and the memory was at like 90. And it's still really high, but it's better now. So
Well, that's a plus.
Windows didn't want me talking about reincarnation.
I guess not. I guess not. Oh, they want to talk about the mandala effect. Hold on, let me put you back on. Never mind, the browser's not working.
I reloaded into like the one that we had before. I don't know if we need a new one or anything.
No, I see you. Yeah, I see you over there. Cute. Okay. Why is it not working though?
Oh no.
Maybe I should re-add the browser, or maybe. Give me one sec. Maybe I'll just
refresh that shit.
I can't. Boy, I can't. If I just copy and repaste it in. Whoa! There you are, and you are low quality. Why? What happened? It might just need to catch
low
up.
quality. Who are you, my parents?
Oh, you're better. Don't worry.
Yay!
You just needed to load in, I guess. Okay, let me start the music back up. There we go. Okay.
So you want to talk about the mandala?
Mandala? Mandala or mandala? Mandala effect.
Mandala.
If you just like slur through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, my headphones hurt my little head. Have you been like, how are you wearing your headphones for 24 hours every day?
I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that my head has morphed to allow them to do that at this point. They're part of it. What headphones do you have?
That's rough. This should hurt.
What headphones do you have?
I recently got wireless ones because I kept yoinking on the other ones I had, but
I yoinked the shit out of mine, and I've had to unravel this from inside and like between my chair legs like 8 times today. It's been a pain in the ass.
Not worth it. Not worth
Yo,
it.
does Sennheiser have wireless headphones? Honestly,
I think that's what I had. I had a Sennheiser.
Sennheiser headphones fucking slap.
Yeah, they're good, but they hurt my head. Like
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I think I have the same ones.
Normally have. I don't have that issue normally. It's interesting.
It's not like the right shape for it. You know, the dent and everything. Not really a good vibe for it, I suppose.
I feel like I definitely have a dent.
Oh yeah?
I don't know if it's from the headphones, but you know, it's there.
Headphones. I'll wear it too much. I'm sure that you could potentially get a dent.
Give me money now. Meet a money needing
Oh
a
yeah,
lot now. Also,
have you
it's
seen?
Mandela.
Who was it? Was
I
it
quote
Tyler
S named
One?
after Nelson Mandela.
Or no. I'm thinking about when Trainwrecks noticed that he had a bald spot on his head underneath his headphones.
Oh no.
Bit of an L, honestly. Bit of an L, yeah.
That's it.
Tim the Tap Man. Oh, it's Tim the Tap Man who had a dent. That's right. Yeah.
Man. Okay. Hold on. Let me look at what this is. Oh.
It's probably multiple streamers, honestly.
There's like a slideshow that I got sent. Well, hold on. Let me see what this is.
Just huge titties, each slide, just massive bazonkers, huge bahonkaroos.
Dude, this site is full of ads, and I can't even get to the fucking thing I want to look at. I appreciate the link though, but that is not. I'm not gonna use it. I just can't even get to the actual content. There's so many fucking ads. Yo, let's go, Hot Dog Water. Thank you for the 10. Thank you so much, dude. Very sweet. Let me update that real quick, and then let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Whoa! Wow!
I have a theory that all the ladies here in San Diego are just one person, and they just do different voices for each one of us, and they all
Which one of us is the main one, though?
Probably Carlos.
Oh no! Hopefully people don't mention my head dent with all this talk.
Honestly, that would make a lot of sense.
That would. We're all so tall. You know, I feel like that checks out. Give me 1 second. Let me get this updated. There we go. And then I want to look into well, where is it? Mandala effect. So what is specifically the Mandala effect?
The Mandela effect, I could be wrong, so somebody can correct me if they know differently. But that's when you or like a bunch of people have this perception of what something is, or what it sounds like, or something like that, but it ends up not being at all what it actually is.
It's not mandala. You're kidding. You're killing me. Mandala. Right. Mandala. Sorry.
This by itself is the Mandela effect, because I don't know how I'm supposed to say it at this point. Mandela effect. Mandela.
Said, bro. You made it worse!
I think it's Mandela. But either way, so like the best example I know of this, if you watch, I don't know if you've ever watched Angry Video Game Nerd, but he has a great video about the Berenstain Bears.
Right, yeah.
But they're not the Berenstain Bears, they're the Berenstain Bears. And they're Berenstain on everything. On every book cover, it's Berenstain. But nobody ever remembered or thought of them as Berenstain Bears. Everyone had always even seen in their mind, like, that it's Steen, not Stain.
Right.
They, like, fucked with everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, so that would be an example of the Mandela effect.
Mandolin.
Yes.
Right. So, I feel like it's like, as a culture, everyone just starts pronouncing things a specific way. Maybe like GIF versus GIF, right? And the owner was like, it's GIF, and everybody was like, fuck you. So like maybe that's a part of it, of like, I don't know, maybe like culture just kind of like took over and started doing things a certain way and ignoring what it really was. Or companies are switching things under our noses. Which they definitely are. Probably, for sure. Marketing, maybe.
I don't know, dude. It's because it's not even like it's like a phenomenon. It's like when like there's a big example of it. Like Berenstain is like the biggest one that I can think of, but there's other things too where it's like, isn't it this? It's definitely this. There's TikToks about this where it's like it shows you like two things side by side, and it's like, which one is the real one? Like they'll show you hold on, let me see if I can find an image real fast.
This bear versus that bear.
Damn, y'all sound like white people pronouncing tortilla as tortilla.
Okay. Mandela.
Yeah, like shit like this, for example. I'm gonna send you something to our DMs. You can share it on screen if you want to, but it's like
never
something like that, where it's like, how does everyone have this experience over?
Wait, hold on, do I have you doubled? Oh, you're doubled. Okay.
Oh no!
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. I just didn't realize it. I had a bunch of shit doubled. Fuck, no one told me. Damn. Okay.
I hate when that happens.
Looney Tunes versus Looney Tunes. I just almost reported your message.
So it's like, which one is the right one? You know, like which one actually is like, how is Looney Tunes spelled?
I thought it was spelled T-O-O.
It's not. It's Looney Tunes.
Like, oh man.
T-U-N-E-S.
I feel like some people, I don't. Oh my god, that's fucking annoying. I hate that.
Sorry, chat. This is what I'm. Sorry, I forgot to show my chat. Oopsies. Sorry.
No one gets to see it. I haven't even shown anyone yet. I can't even. Where did I put it?
If you go to my stream, you'll be able to see it there.
No, I can see it on your stream. I can see it on my stream on your stream.
No. Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah. I can see what you're doing.
All right, sorry.
Monopoly Man having a molecule? Did you mean a monocle or did you mean a molecule?
Holy shit.
Yay!
But yeah, I think it's really interesting. I wonder what, I feel like maybe society, we've started to think in very similar patterns in certain ways. So we see something that we all agree as a society is better. Like, you know, GIF versus GIF.
Right.
You know, and GIF is obviously the best way to say it, even if you're not supposed to pronounce it that way.
Like, who gives a fuck? Who cares?
It like society starts to form their own like ideas of what they like to hear. Like I think about this too with like even we were talking about the word lol and how that caught on. Like society just like picks at things that they like and then they take them and they make them theirs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then also, you know how when you also, can I say real quick, thank you Minot Gate for gifting a tier 1 sub. When sorry, I'm shouting out my subs on your channel too, and I always forget. But
No, you're totally fine. Hey, we love Minot here, so it's cool.
Does
And you
her
get to get
mic
the
sound
beans.
bad
So.
to you?
Me?
Is your mic not the vibes? Does she sound hold on.
You should listen to me maybe on your stream for a second. Penis poopy.
What if I switched to this mic?
Potty and the penis and the penis and the potty and the potty and the penis and the penis and the potty.
Hold on.
She
I
sounds
need
awful.
you to deafen yourself. Wait,
Okay,
no, don't.
sorry.
No, just mute yourself. Just mute yourself on
Okay.
Discord.
Pee-pee.
Talk.
I am.
Like, keep talking.
Penis. My name is Penis. I have a penis.
Is that better?
My penis is made out of flesh, like
Okay.
all penises.
Like all penises. I switched you from Discord to the OBS Ninja instead because you were
Weird.
blowing out Discord and I did not realize it.
Maybe it's some. Hold on, give me a second. Maybe something happened to the audio. Nope, I'm using the same audio that I was before. That's really weird.
Yeah, no, I think it's just you have been blowing out Discord specifically. Not your stream, but maybe your settings in Discord are really different.
No, I just checked them. They're the exact same they were before.
Thank you, Chucklebones, for the 10.
In Discord to you, I sound normal though, right?
You sounded a little crunchy, but I didn't think anything. Like, I didn't think it was that bad.
Crunchy?
But apparently it was bad. Apparently it was like bad, and I just didn't realize it. I'm really bad with audio though because
I'm gonna restart Discord real fast. Just
no,
to
I think
see,
you're
'cause
okay because you're fine. I can hear you. You're good. You sound good on my
Okay.
stream now. I just switched over.
I'll troubleshoot it later because if I talk to anybody over Discord over the next fucking whoever knows how long I'm stuck in the subathon, I don't want to be crunchy, but I'll fix it
You
later.
should definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Your settings are probably just a little too high on something or another.
Okay, that's fine.
But what were we saying? So is the question like, are people like, are the companies changing it or are us culturally when we like, this is the point I was going to make. When we read things, we skip over words and fill it in with what we think will make the most sense, which is why I'm bad at reading. Because I do that all the time. And I feel like sometimes when we read shit like that, like Looney Tunes versus Looney Tunes, it can sometimes be the same thing where we just fill in what makes the most sense and then we just like take and then we just like take and then we just run with it.
Yeah, I think that that's probably right. I heard, I think it was my 8th grade like reading teacher said something one time that like changed the way that I read for the most part, and that I don't do it anymore, which was you're not really reading something if you're just reading it in your head. Like you have to kind of read it out loud in order for you to fully not skip anything, because your brain is so fast you don't even realize how fast you're going sometimes, and then suddenly you're not taking everything in, and then you're like like skipping stuff, and that can lead to you misunderstanding something that happened in a book or something that happened like or even like an advertisement you see, or Looney Tunes versus Looney Tunes, you know what I mean? Like I think that kind of stuff definitely can people know how to read too. Like there's people who read all the fucking time in their head and it's not a problem, but for me it fucked me up to be like, man, well I always read silently, so have I just been not reading this whole time? Like the
That's really funny. I mean,
sometimes I don't hear it when I try to like read in my head. You know how people say they hear like a voice? I got nothing.
Like when you read something, you don't hear a thing in your wait. What? Are people supposed to hear like a voice in their head when they read things?
Yeah, or like a voice that like when you're thinking, you're supposed to hear like your own voice or someone else's voice when you're thinking or reading something.
I'm screaming like gay in my head really loud right now. Just gay. That's what it sounds like. So yeah, you know, yeah, I could hear that.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, so I don't know. And there are people who say that they hear like other people's voices in their head too, like instead of their own voice. But I don't hear any of that shit. If I try to, you know, think about what I'm reading, my brain will have like an emotional breakdown. Like I'll just not be able to focus at all anymore. It's just over.
Can you just like scream in your head? You like, ah!
Like I know what I sound like screaming. So like I guess.
Can you like put like an echo on it and you're like,
Hold on, wait. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on, give me a second.
well, I just meant in your head.
No. It sounds something like this. No. It sounds something like this.
Wow, I'm
That's
really
it.
in your head right now.
Yeah, that's it.
It's really echoey and empty in here.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, no, it sucks. That's how I feel.
I was sorry. I didn't mean to laugh that hard. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Good,
This
it
is-
just hurt my feelings. It's fine. Whatever.
Stop.
I'm sorry, Bean.
I'm really sorry.
Bean says, bruh, me reading chat in my head right now is freaking me out now.
Oh no, dude. Oh no. Some people see images instead of hearing voices. That's interesting. Do you see like a puppet pops up in your like with mouth movements?
I
Or, like-
can't do that shit. That's like a thing too that I feel like it's even like it's been like a TikTok trend or something because I
Right.
keep hearing about this being brought up where like people try to imagine an apple and like what that looks like inside of their head, and there's people who can like see it
Mhm.
like in their mind. They can like see this like clearly defined apple.
Right.
For me, I can't just like make up an apple. Like I can remember what apples look like, but I can't just think of an apple. Like
Right.
like make one up on the spot. Well, what about you? What do you experience?
Not to, you know, toot my
Are
own
you
horn
about
here.
to see this fucking apple? You're about to
I
see the
have
apple,
an
huh?
insane HD Apple. It's even got like yellow bits on it. It's very
What?
high definition.
like
It's-
you can basically like see it.
yeah, I'm looking at the top of the apple right now. So there's the top of the apple, there's the stem coming out, and I don't put leaves on my apples because it's not like a normal apple for me.
You should try. Do you have a really good memory?
Depends. Pattern stuff I'm like pretty good at, but I have a very
Have you
strong
tried-
imagination.
Have you tried to do the mind palace thing?
Yeah, where you make like a mind palace.
Yeah, to like easily remember stuff. I can't do that shit because like I do not have the memory or the capacity to like
Oh.
yeah to like bring that like
remember
'cause I can't-
things.
yeah, because they'll say like, oh, think about if you were to walk inside your house and then turn to the right, but then see something there that's not normally there. Like think of like a big purple giraffe. Like I can't think of that. Like I can't just make up a purple giraffe. I would have to like if I think of a giraffe, what I'm thinking of is like the HBO show The Last of Us when Ellie finds the fucking giraffe is what
Mhm.
like that like that's what immediately like pops in my head. I can't like turn that giraffe purple and like put it in my house. Like I can't do that.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh. It wouldn't fit anyway.
Aphantasia? Aphantasia?
Is that
The
is that
inability to
what
form
it
mental
is?
images of objects that are not present. Yeah.
Ah, I didn't know
So
that
I guess
people
that's it.
use like mind palaces to like remember things.
I don't think most people do, but it is like a memory like strat in a way.
That's so
It's
interesting.
something that I've tried to do and I just simply can't because I can't like think of something like that.
I can like make
Big
a
guy
place,
saying
but-
no imagination. I have an imagination. Like I can come up with new things or like plans and activities and different stuff like that. I just can't see it. I can still think of things and write them down or
Right.
or maybe make a drawing or something like that. But
Mhm.
I can't see that in my head before like drawing it or something.
That's so interesting because that's such like a huge part of how I go about planning things. Genuinely, and I'm just now thinking about this because you brought it up because of like, you know, like planning ideas. And when I've planned out the scavenger video, and even when I planned out this, I was like in my mind thinking of the different sections and how they would go in visualizing how it would go and like running through it visually, because I'm a very visual person, so I guess it makes sense. That's how it works well for me. And I'm like, okay, this needs to be doing that, and I'll run it through visually as if I'm watching the video or the stream of how it's gonna look or what issues are gonna come up, which there was a lot. But that's so interesting that like that's how you do it, is like you write stuff down. Not that I don't write stuff down,
I
but
get
you know.
other people's opinions. That's like 99% of the reason why everything I do is always scuffed is because I'm doing most of it on the fly. I'm doing most of it like I have to be doing something in order for that thing to like come into life. And if I can't do that thing, or there's so many times where like I'm in the middle of doing something that I thought was originally like a good idea, and then I'm like, fuck, if I'd only just like tried doing it before, I would have thought about this other thing that would have made it 10 times better or something. Like
Right.
like trying to plan it out beforehand usually sucks most of the time. So normally I'll ask other people like, what do you guys think about this, or how does this look to you, or like because I can't really trust myself when it comes to planning stuff out.
Right. Someone
weird.
has a question for you. Atlas Bear says, do you have dreams where you can visualize things? How does it differ from your conscious thoughts? Which is very interesting.
So most of my dreams, I feel like, are things that I've already sort of experienced in a way or have seen in some way. Like every person is not a person that I've made up. It's a person that I've seen. Every location is somewhere that I've been, or a stitched together location of a bunch of different places that I've seen before. None of it, I think, is ever like original.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you wouldn't ever have a dream where there's a person walking around with a giant bear head on, and his like little feet are like flippers. Like you wouldn't imagine that, because that's not something that you would see.
So yeah, like if I try
Like
to
in your
even think
dream.
about, so if I try to think about what that looks like, what I'm putting together is like I'm trying to think of like a bear. I'm thinking of a bear that I saw when I went to the museum in San Diego, and I'm trying to imagine just the top of that bear, but it's hard. Like I can't even really do that. But like, so I take like that bear and I put it on top of like a body. Say we'll put it on my body, and then flippers. I had a pair of like flippers when I was a kid that were yellow and blue.
Right.
And so I'm trying to put those on the feet. So like in a way I sort of can, but like it's all from memory. So it's I don't know if that's the same thing.
It's like photoshopping stuff together rather than like creating what that would look like.
Yeah.
From like as an artist, like if you're an artist and you're trying to do something with like maybe a vague like, you know what a bear looks like? You know what I mean? As an artist, then you just try to carve it. Like, you can't do that. What you do is you go like, here's a photo, you put it together. Right. Interesting. That's so interesting. It's so incredible how
honestly it makes me so curious as to like, I wish I could see an HD apple in my mind. I wish I could see it like how other people see it, or at least I wish I could understand if what I see is like the same thing that they see, because I don't really see anything. I see vague shape, maybe.
You know what I would think
or
would
an
be
apple that's sitting out in my living room, like that's it.
What I think would be super interesting is eventually if we are able to like switch bodies, like brain in someone else's body. That would be so interesting, because then you'd be able to see that. You'd be able to like get a perspective of like what that's like, and then you'd also be able to get a perspective, and this is something I'm very interested in, is like how people view color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this idea. Yes,
I'd be like,
absolutely.
Why your shit green everywhere? What is this? Be like, oh, that's red.
I definitely think that we perceive color in different ways with different cones or whatever the fuck are in our eyes.
Right.
Because everybody feels things a different way too. Everybody smells things slightly different. Like that's just another one of the senses where it is a little bit different. And I don't see why eyes would be any. I don't see why that would be any different.
Right.
You know, if I pinch you, it might feel different than, like you pinching me in the exact same strength in the exact same spot. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like people feel things in different ways. People hear things even like your hearing definitely can be different too than other people. So why would color or eyesight be any different? I don't think
I feel like that would it would either be really cool, or I'd be like, I'd realize that I have something and someone else doesn't, and I prefer it that way. And I'm like, you don't have ringing in your ears, and I've been doing this my whole life. What the fuck is this shit? And I'd be so pissed off. Like, I feel like, I mean, there's pros and cons, right? There's pros and cons.
Yeah.
At some point, I'd be like, okay, I'm staying here, and that sucks for you. You can deal with like that. You can deal with that one. I got this one now because I'm staying, so that sucks. But yeah, I even like. Even now, because people perceive color differently just on like a colorblind kind of scale, or people see colors some
or
more
even,
specifically
like,
than
even
others.
Think about like the white and gold versus black and blue dress or whatever. Like,
yeah.
the way that we immediately perceive color is different too. So I don't think it's that far-fetched to think that everybody sees things in kind of different shades of light and dark.
Yeah, no, for sure. I 100% think people see either general colors or more specific colors. Like, and then what is super interesting if my red is your green and stuff like that. That's what
That'd
I'm
be
very
so
interested
crazy.
in. And that would be really cool to see. But I get in arguments all the time about being like, that's green. That's definitely green.
Yes.
And they're like, this is a blue. And I'm like, what if it's a blue, that's like a teal, mossy, what the fuck you talking about? That's green,
We
you
literally
bitch.
had this happen. I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
With one of our mods, he was sending me a picture of him in a sweater, and I was saying, "Oh, that sweater is brown," but everybody else was like, "It's green," and I'm like, "Well, if you look at it, like it's sort of brown and green. Like there's parts of it that are brown, parts of it that are
Right.
green, but like." Overall, I would say that's a brown sweater, and everybody. Oh my god, bro! They were going crazy. They
That's
would
so
not
interesting.
let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It is. I told my my chemistry teacher back in high school that I was going to raise my kid, teaching them that like red is green, green is yellow, yellow is blue, like that kind of stuff. And she told me not to have kids. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's fair. That's
yeah.
fair. You know, I mean, they would just get super confused probably. They'd be like, my mom said, and then they would get in fights in the schoolyard. And then they'd realize my mom's a liar, and they would hate you. My theory is that we all have the same favorite color, but we just call it differently. That's so interesting.
Whoa.
That's like, that's a very wholesome theory. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, maybe. I honestly, I prefer, like, I'll like colors more as like a duo. Baby! Tiny! Not tiny,
Yeah.
huge.
Big chunko.
Big, fluffy. Because, like, I don't really like a lot of colors by themselves, unless it's like a red or a black or a blue. But like if I see like a mint green paired with something else, honestly, mint green slaps. Or like,
Mint green does slap.
dude, it really does.
Or like a teal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But like, I mostly like pairs of colors because I don't really like orange too much, but I don't particularly like yellow either. But when I see them together, I'm like, oh, that fucking hits, dude. I don't know what it is. Like, I really don't. It'll change how I view colors if they're in pairs.
The only color I could literally do without is purple. I hate purple, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a purple person. I don't even like the word, bro. Everything about it I do not like.
That's so
Like
interesting.
lavender is fine, but like a darker shade of purple, nope.
Bro,
I could do without it.
that's so wild. I used to love brown and now I don't. Because I don't know. I don't know what happened. Did you just say beans? You just point
Yeah,
and say
sorry.
beans?
No, sorry. There's someone in my chat. Beans.
Beans. Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, she said I also hate purple, but I love lavender. I'm just saying, it's a thing. I don't know what it is.
That's fair. I feel like I prefer purple over brown though. I guess it depends though on what it's with.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't know what it is. Purple, like I can't. I don't think I look good. I look like Grimace in purple, but in brown, like I look alright.
Yeah,
So I
I
don't
no,
know,
I feel
it's-
like that's fair. Like I like brown. I like
Neutral
brown
tones.
on me. Like I like wearing it, but like when I'm making an art thing, I don't immediately go brown because I don't know what happened. I used to love it as a kid. I would wear it all the time. And then my mom was like,
Really?
"Your eyes are like mine, a shitty brown." And I was like, "Okay, mom." And I still loved brown. I did. She didn't change anything. But you know, like I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. It's a good accent, but as a primary color, I don't think it's great. That's fair. My eyes are blood red. No, I have a fuck ton of color correction on. That's what that is. My eyes are not blood red, brother. And even like they say all the time my eyes look red and they literally don't. They they don't. I don't know what they're talking about. Let me get a zoom.
Oh no. Oh no. You're getting one guide right now. Guarantee. Oh my
You're
god.
not like I don't know. They
Creature.
no people. There's more than one person that have said that. They do look. God damn it! It's just a color correction. It's a color correction. That's why it looks so pink as well. But actually, that's
Yeah.
my
my
base tone.
saturation, I always like boost saturation because for whatever reason my cameras are just like they make the room look like really pale and shit, and they'll do the same thing. It's just like
Yeah.
very pink.
They wash it
Yeah.
out, and especially since Sony's are very like more cool toned.
True.
It gets fucked up. Like purple because it could be used for in a masculine or feminine matter. And it used to be, I mean, like people enjoy different colors more. Like they used to enjoy purple because it was like a royal color, right? They would be like, wow, that comes with status. All that shit comes with status.
Yep. Felt sorry.
No worries.
Sorry. I had a little bit of a moment real quick.
That's okay.
DJ was saying that the color temperatures make my eyes look gray, but on Zoom in they look brown. My eyes are hazel. I don't-
They look like a gray brown. I'd say they're like you got like a good mix there that I could see that.
Even so, I've always been told like I have hazel eyes. That's what's on my ID. That's like what I've always like heard.
Mhm.
But like they've always looked like a very light brown, which I also kind of like because light brown is fucking sick. Like
It is.
light brown as an eye color is fucking dope. So-
I agree. Well, hazel eyes are super interesting because have you seen like I saw like a video or something of or something or another, I don't know if it's real, about like someone that has hazel eyes and like it would literally change color. Like they literally looked like they would change color. But I think it's more of like the shirt they were wearing
you know what?
and stuff like that.
Mine do that when I'm really mad. They turn a bright red.
Yeah.
And when I'm frisky, they're a hot pink. Yeah. It's a whole thing.
It's really
It's only
funny.
my eyes though. Only my eyes do that. Nobody else's.
Right.
Mhm.
That makes
Yep.
so much sense.
They change color with my mood.
Oh yeah? Are you
Because
bored
my
right
parents
now?
are vampires. What? No. Gray just means
No.
sleepy. Gray means sleepy.
That means
Brown means I
sleepy?
have to take a shit. So I like, it's actually sometimes it hits me before, like my eye color changes before it hits me, and I'm like,
Right.
oh my god.
I do have to go to the bathroom.
I do have to take a shit. Yeah.
My eyes turned piss yellow when I gotta go.
When they're orange, I know I have to go see a doctor. Like something's fucked up.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. God. But genuinely, it like so people's eyes are perceived differently because of what they're wearing. It's reflecting in their eyes, or like the sun, or like shit like that. They're like, my eyes changed color. It's like, no, but okay.
Now your environment changes color.
Right.
Yeah. But
Purple was a rare
still
pigment
fun.
back in the day. What was the
Purple's
pigment that everybody was accidentally
stinky.
killing themselves with? God, what was
Blue?
it? Like way back in the day, was it green? I
Was
think
it?
so. That wouldn't surprise me. They kept trying to like make a very specific color, and what they were using for the pigment was like poisonous.
Oh, excuse me.
Red dye number 20. That is so specific, radio. I'm like worried. Is that real? But like I feel like it was like Victorian era or something like that. I love like way back in the day when they were like caking their face with makeup and it was just like lead. Or some shit. Like, dude, that sends me and it feels so bad. It feels like such an awful thing. But they're like, but I look so hot. And it's like, you're dying and you just started putting on makeup. And you all of a sudden are like,
good, kill me faster, please. And
it looks so hot though. I mean, like, I wonder if they knew and they just like
the
kept
radium
doing
girls
it.
in the 1920s is what DJ said.
The red?
Radium girls is what they were called.
Radium
the women
girls.
would cake their faces and stuff.
Oh yeah. Green was made with
crazy,
arsenic.
Dude.
That's insane.
Oh.
That's so crazy
to
me.
Did you know that the color red, everything made with the color red has like, it might not be everything, but most things that are made with the color red are made with like some sort of compound that comes from cockroaches.
I mean, that's kind of sick.
I hate it. It
What?
bothers me.
What do you mean? Like we're
really-
like
I believe
actively
it's-
using cockroaches to make something.
I think it's even called like carmine or something, which I fucking love that word, but like
Mhm.
it makes me sad. Smushed beetles, not cockroaches. Okay, any small beetle like or big beetle, disgusting.
Dude, I'm just glad we're using them. Could you imagine we just stopped using them for like any kind of
What?
production?
What beetles?
Like just any kind of insect that you
mean, I
would
like
like
their
use it
music.
for. Population boom. Maybe.
Can you imagine
Actually,
if we
probably
stopped using them? Interesting. I've never considered that. I never looked at it like we use beetles for anything, but we definitely do. It's kind of fucked up. Do you think that in like 100 years we're gonna look back and be like, I can't believe we used to kill beetles for hair dye?
I feel like eventually we would think that about plants. Thank you, Minoc, for the tier 1 gifted sub. Because like plants like move and shit. Plants move. And they like it's weird to think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like that
Plants
it's a
are-
living thing and like everyone's like it doesn't have a brain. Okay, so it doesn't have a brain. But it be moving and schmoving and grooving. And I'm like, how it be doing that without any sort of consciousness?
Have you seen the one cell organism that dies video?
No, I don't think so.
It's a single cell, and you watch over the span of like a minute as it like it dies, and it's honestly so sad. It's so weird. It's a cell. Like you literally you kill cells like this by just rubbing your hands together, right? Like you're just decimating like million, 100,000, however many cells that is, right?
Yeah.
But it's this video where you're just under a mic or like I almost said microphone, under a oh my god, what is it called? Microscope. Thank you. Under a microscope, you're just observing the singular cell as it dies, and it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, I always wonder if that's like the human nature of just putting empathy towards anything. But also, someone just said, on top of that, someone said, oh yeah, the smell of freshly cut grass is to warn other grass that it's been damaged, apparently. I've heard that too. I don't know if that's just like a fun thing that people say. And then Keitharin also said, plants can send a scream
you
out
call
to
him Keitharin?
What should I? Ketherin?
That we always say Keth, but I have no idea. He just needs to pick a name that's easy to understand. You know.
He says Keith.
What?
He said Keith in mine.
No, he didn't.
He literally did.
It's Keith. Bro,
Ketamine.
we hang out in Discord and you don't fucking tell me that shit.
Oh,
Never once has he
it's
said
Keth.
Keith.
She just says Keith. That's funny.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I think I asked you one time, and I was like, "Is it okay if I call you Keitharin?" And he was like, "Sure." And I was like, "Okay." Sheesh. Yo, sheesh.
I'm about to fucking lose my shit. Dude.
Ketamine.
Ketamine, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
ketamine.
Anyway, sorry for that. I just had to.
No, it's okay. There's a lot of people. Yeah, because I can never say his name very well. Skriel.
Yeah.
Skriel. Is that how I say it?
I've always said Cyril. I think.
Cyril? I say skirt because I can't get it right anytime.
It is Cyril, isn't it? I think it is Cyril.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just can't get it through my little head, you know?
Names are hard on stream, and reading's hard, and I'm gonna fuck each and every single one of them up every single time.
Yeah.
Their name could be like Michael, and I'm gonna be like,
Mikiel?
Mikkel, yeah, Mikkeli. Thank you.
Yeah. Fair. It's Cyrilla, but Cyrilla? But I like skirt. Let's go. Keeping it.
I think he's saying it's Cyril. I think he just made a typo.
Bro, I can't. Nobody gets my name right. The Turns. Or is it turn?
The turns.
I don't know.
It's totally the turns, bro.
That's what I think, unless it's like T.
Yeah, Cyril.
Turns. I'm sorry, that was really dumb.
The Turnus.
The Turnus?
He said it rhymes
Oh!
with furnace. The Turnus.
I see.
Wow.
Interesting. It's so hard. Reading is hard. I feel like reading on stream is like way harder than just normal reading. Can I just say? Because you're trying to like speak out loud and like make a joke or thinking about 20 other things, and you're trying to read what the fuck is happening on the screen, and it's so tiny.
Yep,
it's so hard.
Yep, and the last thing I want to do is like say someone's name wrong and then just feel like, oh man, you know,
Yeah.
and it happens every time.
I usually just go like, hey, did I say that right? If not, we'll try to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Try to figure it out. Sometimes it works. But what were we saying? God, there's so many things to like. There's so many
I know.
interesting
Tangents.
things to talk about. God.
Yeah. Well, so we started on like cryptids or mythology, and then we turned it into religion, sort of. That turned into Mandela effect. That turned into names, and that's where we're at.
Yeah. It's hard. Honestly, sometimes reading names is like the same thing as the Mandela effect. Or the Mandela effect. It's the same.
That's how you say it in Spanish.
Right. I feel like it's the same thing sometimes, because I'll say it one way and just like think of it always in that way, and then I'll go to someone else's stream, like your stream, Yeb's stream, like literally anyone else's that they're in, and I'll be like, oh, that's how you're saying it? What the fuck have I been doing? And then I'm like, am I right or are they right? Or does it matter? Or am I reading it wrong? Good morning from Germany. Hello.
That's exactly why I had to Guten Tag. That's exactly why I had to ask how you say Kath or Keith or thank you. Sorry, my cat sneezed on my arm. Literally didn't even cover his mouth with his elbow or anything. Just
His
full
elbow.
sneeze. Yeah. What? Okay, he did not like me wiping my arm.
R.I.P. brother. Run. I love your cat.
Dude,
Zala
he's the
Oshang
best.
Hao Jongguo. Xian Zai Wo Yu Bing Chilling. Wo Hen Si
Where
Hun
is
Bing
the
Chilling.
cat
Dan
elbow?
Shi Sudu Yu Ji Ching Ju
I don't
Bi
know,
Bing
at the
Chilling.
end of their arm. Shut up, Ben. Sorry.
I wanna do, man, someone was saying I'd watch more of you two
The Turnus.
tackling podcasts. Fair.
Tackling conspiracies.
What did I say?
Podcasts.
Podcast tackling
Bro,
them.
you've been live for how long now? Like 6
Dude,
hours?
this happens at 3 hours. This happens at 1 hour. Okay, I don't know what happens. You didn't really speak a sentence there. This is like a normal thing, unfortunately. Sometimes like I just die. Sometimes my brain just like stops working when I'm saying a sentence.
It really do happen like that sometimes. I feel that.
Really do.
Every time we've been playing Tears of the Kingdom on stream, and like I'll try to read out, which my voice is so like dead, is I try to do voices for all the characters and stuff. And every single time I like fuck up, I'll be like, yeah, so you have to go to the shrine that's over shutting down, and then I just restart again. I just shut
Dying.
down for a second.
That's
yeah.
so funny. That's so funny. Usually I just go like, when you
Have you ever had a dream where you thought that you could be where you could Jesus, sorry. That you could be anything?
Oh, Jesus, sorry. Oh, hold on, I gotta go somewhere real quick.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes
so
it just,
funny.
I don't know. There's just a thing that happens every once in a while.
Felt. Oh man.
I mean, this was so much fun. Did you have anything else you wanted to discuss? I didn't know what else you had on your docket tonight. I didn't know how much time you wanted to spend just being chilling.
I'm not sure, honestly. I didn't have a set time. We already started super late though, like way later than I was supposed to.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, it's totally okay. And then I have food on the way too. So, when that
Sheesh, what are
comes,
you
either
eating?
way, I'm going to be snacking.
Nice.
Snacking. So,
what are you eating?
in which,
What are you getting?
let me look here. But I just want to say it's been such a pleasure watching your subathon, in which she's still doing it. So after I'm done being live for 24 hours, you can go watch someone else. But until then, you're being held
I'm
hostage.
gonna be here for at least another 100 hours and 47 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
And I've been live for 200 hours, 202 hours and 31 minutes.
That's just so insane to me, because I was watching your stream and I'm trying to plan out my 24-hour. I'm like, so how is she like doing this? How is she like how? Because I just couldn't wrap my brain around it. Because I have no concept of time. But
it's harder to do a 24-hour stream. I'm telling you, with a subathon, it's easy because you're literally getting like paid to do whatever it is you're gonna do next. Whereas with the 24-hour stream, you have no idea. Like, I mean, you can make as many events as you want, plan things out as much as you want, but like if like I definitely start to feel like a little frog, like a sad little bean, if I'm streaming for 24 hours and I feel like nobody's enjoying the content or whatever. But
Right.
it's like if my content is actively being paid for, if I'm here for the next 100 hours, like people paid for that time, so I'm just chilling. Like I'm doing good. I mean, playing games, try to throw in events. Like today we did an event where we played Wanda Gamelon with the gaming grid.
Oh, yeah.
Like Peanut used and Wubby used and stuff. And so that was a nightmare. That was a mistake.
yeah.
And then we played with some Play-Doh too for a little bit.
Let's go.
And then we played Tears of the Kingdom, and that was like our whole day. So every day we're trying to do at least one thing that's like cool, and then otherwise we're just being chilling. So I know you're gonna get through this, and you're gonna and also the fact that you're sleeping.
Of course, man.
You're playing on easy mode, bro.
I am.
But
I don't want to stay up the whole time, but also if I don't get enough sleep, I'll get nauseous. It's so stupid. My body's like, oh, you're not sleeping enough. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm
why?
gonna throw up now. Yeah, no, absolutely.
stupid.
I get like weirdly like acidy, refluxy if I don't sleep enough. It's the worst, and it's just like not a good time. So I definitely get you there, and I don't blame you. I think that like 24-hour streams are hard enough, and
Fair.
and being live for like multiple hours is hard and shit. And so like,
I'm really proud of you, though. I think it's going to go really great, and you've been doing a really good job so far.
far, and I wish I
Thank
could
you.
stay and watch the rest of it if I also wasn't live at the same time. So.
Yeah, dude,
It's a bit
bad
of a no.
timing. Absolutely,
I know.
just bad timing. I was like,
No,
I
but
gotta
I'm
get
glad
this
you're
done.
doing
But
it. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't blame you whatsoever. I think that it's a good time. And thank you so much for having me on too while you're doing your 24-hour stream, because I feel honored. You know.
I'm just happy to have you, because like a long time ago I was like, I'm gonna do a sleepover section, and then you were like, I want to do it, or like I want to be on, and I was like, okay, and then like it's been but like so many months, like so many fucking months, to the point where you probably don't even remember that, and I was like, I am going to have her on if it kills me. I
Well,
swear to God.
I was on your stream one time, like close to when we first met, I want to say. And we
Right.
played It Takes Two.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so much fun, and you got really frustrated, and we never played it again. But it was a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
I loved hanging out with you.
I deleted the
And-
game because I was so mad. I was like, yo, fuck this, dude. Fuck
It's
this.
so good. It's so good. You should give it another try
Oh my
sometime.
God.
It's really good.
It was very fun to play that game with you. It was just, I think it was also like I was having problems with the bit rate and the quality was like rough. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, this is like, it was just rough in it because I'm very like I'm sitting and playing a game. I need to get up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I'm a
Felt.
very active person, so it's very hard. Also, thank you, the Turnus for the
Hey,
5.
there you
Let's
go.
go. Let's go. Also, we're gonna be doing a. Oh, what the fuck? I missed like a bunch of shit. Whoops. We're gonna be doing slime ASMR soon. So
Oh, shit.
So yeah.
Did you get new slimies?
I did. I do. I have it. We also have a sub goal that is 700, which we're creeping up to right now, which is gonna be making slime.
Wow.
And I bought like a bunch of shit. Not nearly enough. Not nearly as much as I thought.
Oh no. Well, that sounds like it's gonna be a disaster and also fun and chaos. And
I'm excited.
I'm gonna have to have someone like clip the completed slime because there's no way you're not gonna hit 700 subs with 16 hours left on your clock.
I mean, true.
Um,
I hope so anyway.
So I am gonna need to see the finished slime product
sure.
at some point.
I think you're gonna like it. It's very one is very like candy themed. So I think you would.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you someone that is like, if I see slime I really like, I want to consume it? I have some people that are like, that looks so good, I want to eat it, and I'm like, what?
No.
Yo, DJ with the 5. Thank you so much, DJ. What are you doing? What are you doing over here?
That's crazy, dude.
That's really
oh,
funny though.
shit. Oh shit.
Hmm.
The people really want to see the slime, it looks like, because Chocobones just gifted 10 to you, too. That's
Oh,
crazy.
thank you, Chuckle Bones! I don't know how I missed that. I'm so sorry.
It
Brain
kind
off.
of got blended into chat and everything, but
I was on a different fucking page, dog. Thank you so much. I guess you guys do want to see it, but that'll be the next segment that we're gonna do. But I'll let you know how it goes. And of course, I'd be. Wow! Oh, how do I say your name? Oh,
dude,
Ryan?
yes, I call him Oregon, and then sometimes when I'm lazy, Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon. Thank you for the 10, brother. Appreciate it. But if I have anything left over, because I know I'm gonna want to make more stuff in the future, because I have a lot of fragrance oil that is definitely gonna be left over. So there's definitely stuff I'm interested in making if you're ever interested in getting a little sample.
Yes, like please, when I'm out of the subathon, I've been meaning to slime it up with you. Oh my god.
Chuckle Bones with a 20. Okay, we're gonna do that in the slime section, guys. So we just hit the fucking sub goal already.
I told you it was gonna happen.
Dude, your community, can I just say, your community and some part of my community, some of them kind of come through on both ends. Crazy, fucking insane. Some of the most supportive people I've
seen. They're the fucking best.
Dude, you like, and honestly, I not only props to your community, but props to you for building such a wonderful space for people to enjoy. Cause that's just fucking hard. Don't get emotional. That's just hard. You've worked hard. That's
You're
hard
gonna
to
make
do.
me cry. Shut the fuck up, bro. Jesus.
You've
dude.
worked so hard and you've earned it to have such an incredible community, and I'm so proud. And you're gay. you're so
gay. You're gay. And Chuckle Bones is gay too. He'll tell you.
Oh my god. But anyway,
Sorry.
I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna after that do some slime. I'll let you go cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cry in my pants. That's what my chat is telling me to do. So
Enjoy the rest of your
Thank you so
stream.
much for having me on, dude.
Yeah.
Again, if tomorrow, if you need anything, I'm still gonna be here, obviously. So if you need anyone to like
Yeah.
talk to, if you're going through it, I'm gonna be here. So
Yeah.
just let me know.
I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and be like, is Maya still awake? Yep.
Oh my god, that's so fucking true. We're gonna try to go to bed when it's reasonable tonight, though. So, well, it's already almost 2, so it's not reasonable. But we'll, we're gonna do our best. All right, dude. Thank you so much for having me on, and thank you
course.
to the people from Adri's community that followed. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you guys, and you know, take care of her. She needs you guys. Take care of her. It's a 24-hour stream. This shit is hard. Be nice to her.
That's fair. That's fair. Thank you so much. All right, I'll see ya. I'll see ya. I'll see you probably soon, honestly. All right, bye.
Yeah, true. Hopefully.
Close.
All right, bye.
Don't forget to close your OBS Ninja. That's what you got to do.
Yes, gotcha.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
awesome. Bye.
Bye.
Who the fuck was that?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Why can I still? Why can I hear her? Where is it coming from? Where is she coming from? She closed it, but for some reason it was still coming through the audio. And I could hear everything from her stream. And the first thing she said, who the fuck was that? You guys heard that? Come on. That was so fucking funny. Please clip that and send that to her. That's so funny. Who the fuck was that? Okay. All right, guys. All right. We're gonna do... That's so funny. We're gonna do a short section here. Fuck. Where... Let me change all of this. Okay, not that one. Not that one. Okay, great. We're gonna change everything back so we can maybe watch some like a video. We can watch a video. Actually, I can keep this on for me. Why not? We're gonna watch a video while I eat. Beep bop. We're gonna watch a video while I eat. Do you guys want to watch true crime or cringe? I feel like true crime is like a fun, like quick watch. Okay, not fun, it's true crime. But we can do that, and in the meantime, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna put you guys on the starting soon screen. Screaming. I'm gonna put you on the starting soon screen. I'm gonna go get food. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna start us on some video while we chomp. Sound good? Go smoke. Go pee break. Go do what you gotta do. And mostly go fight. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys some other music as well, so we'll do that. But yeah. Please enjoy. Hurry up! It's pizza time. That's the song that's playing right now. All right.